Hey, this is Redban coming to you live from the Ice House Comedy Club here in Pasadena, California, where once, sometimes twice a week, we put on this live comedy show in one room, and in the other room we do this, a live podcast from a green room. Today we have another last-minute show, I guess it's what it's called. Turn that off very harshly. We decided to do a show yesterday, and so now we have a show today. And joining me, as always, is my left-hand man, Tony Hinchcliffe. That's Hinch plus...
Yep, I'm here.
Cliff plus E. Here. And joining him next to him is PeteeC. And across is Randy Liedtke. And everyone else is running fashionably late. Actually, Joey Diaz is actually in the next room doing a one-man show right now. I don't know if you guys knew that. Packed show, too.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he does these like one-man shows where he just pretty much tells stories where it's not really, I mean, it's Joey Diaz telling a fucking crazy story, so it's still funny as fuck. Wow. But, it's because it's Joey Diaz. But it's a little bit more serious. Different thing.
How often does he do that?
I think he's doing it once a month here at the Ice House.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
It's kind of like Randy's one-man show.
I do a one-man show, but it's not a very traditional one-man show.
What kind of one-man show is it?
He does it with two people.
Well, yeah, I use my comedy partner. And also, it's more of a... It's not really a show, either. It's more of a...
sex.
No, it's just more of a, like my comedy partner and I will drive to Target, Yeah. So I guess it's neither one man or a show. So it's a little bit untraditional. But it's fun, man. Target has some hot deals right now too.
Red hot.
Yeah, they have a good sale on trunks right now.
Trunks?
Like swimming trunks?
Oh yeah. I just call them trunks.
Storage trunks?
Shorter. No, not that type. No, they just have some good. Right now pastels are in. Prep is very in. So you're not going to see board shorts this season. You're just going to see some pastels, kind of shorter than usual.
Did you know what was in before you went to Target, or did you find out what was in?
Oh no, Target lets you know.
You saw,
that's
you saw it on the mannequin and was just like, that's what's in. I need it.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I have to order. Most of the time I order from Target.com because they don't carry my size at the actual Target.
What size is that?
It's usually 1 to 3 sizes bigger than they have.
Wow.
And I don't like shopping at big and tall stores because I'm a sex object there. Because I'm like the hottest guy there.
Poster boy.
Because I'm like...
That's how I feel like when I'm in Texas.
Yeah. Because it's like Target doesn't have my size. They're all too small. And the big and tall shop, they're all too big. So it's like I need a slightly big and tall store.
Have you thought about getting a custom tailor?
I hired this one guy... and he was really expensive. He was a celebrity. It was Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah.
He's my favorite tailor.
Jonathan Custom Taylor Thomas.
JTT.
Yeah.
CTT.
But now he's doing a potato thing. He's doing Jonathan Tater Thomas. So
he's actually, have you ever followed him on Twitter? He's John Taylor Thomas is his name on Twitter. Just Jon Taylor.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Have you seen him lately? I saw him probably a few months back. It's hard to recognize him a little bit.
Well, he was like the Bieber back then.
Oh man, he was a I don't know. He's not a sex symbol because little kids didn't dream about boning him big time. Maybe they did.
Little girls did. They probably had,
Yeah, I know, but it was before.
Posters.
Girls weren't like being like, I want his cock in me. Like they weren't thinking like that. They were just like, I love him.
And now he's just a sex fiend. If you go to his Twitter, like he's just like I don't know.
Well, he's like married and stuff, isn't he?
I fucked my hand tonight. At least it's been on TV before.
Damn.
I mean,
this isn't real. Get out of here.
Wow.
Go up to the top. Is it really him?
Yeah.
My roommate delivers pizzas. It's his job. He just doesn't just deliver pizzas. But I think he delivered a pizza to him, and I don't think he said anything about having sex with his hand or anything.
Wow.
He's still a good-looking guy, though. But for some reason, whenever I see him, I just think of the Lion King. And I don't even see him. I just see the Lion King.
He does have sort of the bone structure of a lion.
He's Simba, man.
So what's up, guys?
Well, you just got new tires in your car, Pete.
No, that was a couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And Do you know how to check your tires? Like, because I always put my finger in between the grooves, and now I'm getting to the point where it's like I could barely put even a piece of my finger in. They're getting pretty flat.
Mine are brand new. I can put like my whole penis in between the tread.
How much did it cost you for 4 new tires?
600.
Ooh.
Oh my
Penis
goodness.
between. That doesn't sound like that's street legal.
They're mud tires.
Yeah, it's too. You need less knobbies. You
Yeah.
just need some road tires. It's supposed to be a penny. You're supposed to stick a penny in the tread,
Is
and
that
if
what it
it gets to, the head of Abe, that means you have enough tread.
Oh,
If it's
Yeah, you're beat, bro.
okay.
well, the finger. That means that you have some real wide. You have some weird like mountain bike tires on your car or something.
I don't know. I just felt pretty flat.
You're getting.
So anyways.
yeah, they're flat or something. I don't know. Let's introduce ourselves
Yeah.
again. I am Randy.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Tony Hinchcliffe.
Redban over
Hi.
there.
Yeah.
Dude, we're having a party.
This is great. Anybody want a drink?
I do want to drink, but I don't want your deadly rape medicine that you drink. Like, a lot of people don't know that Pete
liked it last
only
time.
drinks fucking Mountain Dew and tequila.
Yep.
And it has to be, what, Patron?
This is Don Julio and
Don
Neho.
Julio. Yeah.
Wait,
It's
so you mix the two, or just
No.
like those are the only two things that you drink in your life?
I drink water sometimes.
Is tequila mixed with Mountain Dew?
No, it's just tequila.
And you're kind of have a Mountain Dew on the
just
side.
sip on it, you know.
Just classic Mountain Dew.
Classic.
You never switched the diet or, like,
No,
Code Red?
I've tried the the real sugar. Not into it. Tastes
Yeah.
differently.
Mexican Mountain Dew is really hot this season.
Mexican Mountain Dew, yeah.
You know, Mountain Dew is better out of the can than it is out of the fountain at
Off of
restaurants.
out of the tap.
but
I,
tell you-
I like to say Mountain Dew is a fountain don't.
Yeah. I've heard that before. Yeah.
I was always a Mellow Yellow guy, actually. I don't know if
Really?
they even make Mellow Yellow anymore, but I grew up more of a Mellow Yellow.
They get mellow yellow out of like the runoff from the Mountain Dew factory.
Oh, is this a Ford Chevy thing I didn't know
Yeah.
about?
Oh.
There's like this
mellow
huge-
yellow is some bullshit.
Dude, he's got
bro.
a sticker on his
You know,
truck of Calvin peeing
I have
on Mellow
Mountain-
Yellow.
I have Mountain Dew hats,
Yeah.
T-shirts.
Wasn't Cole Trickle sponsored by Mellow Yellow in Days of Thunder?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Tom Cruise and
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
he had Mellow Yellow.
I think it's funny. They're essentially the same drink. One's super mellow and one's all jacked up
Yeah,
crazy.
like Coke and
Right.
Pepsi. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah, but one's called Mountain Dew and it's all extreme.
Yeah.
The term Mountain Dew is
Those
not
are for
very
like
extreme.
Mountain Dew's for like the punks and Mellow
Yeah,
Yellow's
because
for,
it's
the
like I want
hippies.
to be
They
a
don't even-
snowboarder.
Yeah, man, I'm just drinking Mellow Yellow.
The
just
can now it
enjoying
just
my
says
time.
MTN.
Yeah,
I don't know
MTN
what the
dog.
cameras, but-
And Mellow Yellow is a fucking.
I never thought about that. It's completely right. Like, Mountain Dew is the extreme version of the yellow soda, whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, remember
And-
Surge? Remember Surge? That was fucking super
Surge.
extreme.
Oh God.
To drink it, you had to sprint over a whole bunch of couches just to get to it. Remember that
I remember
commercial?
Surge happening around the same time in which Ritalin was like out of control with kids, and those two things were happening at the exact same time in the universe. Like kids that were taking Ritalin and Surge became huge, so they'd be taking Ritalin and then drinking Surge, and the two things were counteracting.
I had a friend that his dad owned a gas station, and it was actually my first job. They gave me my first job working at this shitty gas station, and he had so much access to Surge as a kid because his dad ran a mini mart, and he stained his teeth were green. He drank so much Surge, and
Green.
yeah, Surge was green.
Wow.
Yeah, this fucking kid. I brought him up in the Bone Zone a few times, which is the podcast that I do. If you've never heard of me, Touche, and I do a podcast called The Bone Zone with Brendan Walsh and Davey Johnson, and you can look through the archives to find out stories about my friend Kaiser Couch, who stained his teeth green. He's the same guy that he was always in trouble, and he lived in like the attic of his parents' house, and he was smoking weed, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna leave, and he like put all his weed in a CD case, and he tossed it out the window into the front yard because he was about to go downstairs and then leave, and then he just took a nap instead, and like his parents found a CD case full of weed in the yard the next day.
Wow.
Fuck. What an idiot.
Just always in trouble, always like making enough money at like he worked at his dad's gas station, and he'd buy like a really nice car, and then he'd get in trouble, and his parents would sell it. Like he went through like 15 cars in high school.
Wow.
He had an IROC T-top. He had
Oh,
a
hot
Mustang. Well, they were all just like fun, like weird, shitty cars. And he had a fucking Jeep that he took the doors off, and he would drive around and like kick at people. He was a maniac.
Nothing goes
Kicking
better
out the
with a
side of the
Mustang
Jeep.
than a nice set of green teeth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the T-tops.
That's why how he picked the color of his Mustang was
Green teeth
he
and
took in
T-tops.
he took in his teeth and they sampled it.
Color matched it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you pull up in a T-top Camaro, that's what you listen to.
Yeah.
So, you guys done talking about soda pops, or do you guys want to continue talking about sodas?
Well, I don't know, man. Remember Josta? Holy fuck. Remember Josta or Jolt?
Dude,
Jolt, yeah.
Jolt has now back. I don't know if you guys have seen
Yeah,
this.
I did
Jolt,
see that.
Jolt's making a comeback.
I want them to bring back Crystal Clear Pepsi. I would drink it.
What
Yeah.
was that?
that caused
man.
brain tumors.
Yeah, I heard that shit was bad.
Yeah.
Crystal Clear Pepsi, man. I like the dark brown 7-Up personally.
I don't
Have
like
you had that?
I don't like to
so-
drink brown soda at all.
Oh, really?
No.
You don't like
I
dark liquors or dark sodas?
Yeah, I like shit to be clear.
Racist.
You like your soda unaged, silver,
Silver.
Mountain Dew.
You like
Silver Mountain Dew. What if they made that? Where it was like silver looking, like metal, like Terminator style.
Silver Mountain Dew, but it was like for people in their like 60s. Ted Danson's the spokesperson.
Yeah, wash down your Centrum Silver.
Yeah.
There's never been a white soda. There's never been like a milk soda.
Didn't they make? I
That's gross,
think
man.
they had one called White.
Well, remember that? Well, like Sobe and all that shit. They had weird cloudy drinks.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like they had like a pina colada that looked like a bottle of semen.
It wasn't. Yeah, exactly. It always made me. It was like. It
Are you
looked like
talking about the one at my house? That was actually a bottle of semen.
Yeah.
Oh, you just keep it in a Sobe pina colada
Yeah.
bottle.
Yeah.
You know, no one knows the difference.
You gotta be slick.
Got to empty out the fleshlight somewhere.
One time I took a bottle. This is kind of a low moment in my life, and I was in college and I was drinking like fairly heavily, and I was in high school. I was a counselor at a middle school outdoor school. It was just for like a week, and through like our school district, like kids who were like whatever. We were active. I don't know. We were kids and we were like volunteers and bullshit, and so we were counselors at this outdoor school, and it was really fun. We got to take a week off of like our regular school, and then when I got into college. They asked me to come back the next 2 years, and the 1 year I was just like, I'm not going to know anybody. So I took 2 16-ounce apple juice bottles that I'd filled with whiskey, because then they just looked like apple juice, and I kept them in my bag, and then
Got the kids drunk.
no, I just fucking, and I was like, we had one of the nights we had off. Hello! How's it going?
What's happening?
Hi.
Take a seat. I was just telling him how I got drunk while I was in charge of a whole bunch of 6th graders one time.
That's awesome.
And I went into the bathroom and I was like, well, I can't just sip on this all night. So I chugged 16 ounces of whiskey at once
Oh no.
and then started walking towards the rec center. And every step I was just got drunker and drunker until I got to the rec center, and I was like Tarzaning on rope swings and like hitting pool balls off of pool tables, and people like everyone was like, what is this guy's problem? I was a party animal. That was my problem.
Christina Pazsitzky's here
This room
of
has really improved.
your mom's house. I actually, by the way, before getting off this soda pop thing, you said you liked Crystal Pepsi. I don't know. They've been hiding this that families that drank a lot of Crystal Pepsi started having weird looking kids, and and the kids. These are 2 kids that actually were exposed to Agent Orange in Vietnam. So I don't know why you guys were
Fuck.
laughing
Oh,
at that.
thanks for having
Yeah.
us laugh.
That's great.
I was just trying to bring up, that charities nowadays are beautiful things to do with these kids. So if you just, look up your favorite charity online. That's what I
I
was
hate
saying.
you so much.
So I just heard your first live, your mom's house. I listened to it. It was great. How did go? Did it feel good?
It was really fun. It was weird because you don't know when you're doing these what makes people laugh.
Right.
And it's so cool when you get to see like you're actually like people that actually listen to your podcast, which you never know who, and to see people laughing
people
at shit,
know.
you're like, oh, this is so amazing.
Oh, so you did it on stage?
Yeah, we did it at the Lovitz Club.
That's awesome.
I'm Christina, by the way.
I'm Pete.
Hi, Pete, and I know you.
This is my best friend Christina.
Best
Everybody.
BFFs. Hey, can I park across the street? Are they gonna tell me?
Like where?
In that structure, there's no attendant there right now.
You're good.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
No, you're fine.
They're
Yeah.
cool.
As long,
I park there all the time.
as long as
I
they're
leave it
not
there
listening to
overnight.
this podcast. right?
Yeah. Yeah, because nobody took my money. I felt all paranoid.
Oh, what do you want to drink? I'll have to bring it.
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
Take
I
a
have
beer.
some Don Julio if you want some.
Don Julio. What is Don Julio? Thank you.
Cornholio.
TB for my bunghole. I have so much anxiety. What's the longest you've gone without doing stand-up?
Oh, months and months.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how long you been doing this for?
About 5 years.
Yeah, I haven't done stand-up in 2 weeks, and like I've been on the road constantly
Yeah.
for like a long time.
That's I'm
weeks, I have full
trying to
anxiety
emerge
now.
back into it right now because for about a year I would just do stand up every couple months. I was performing as a duo
Yeah,
all the time, but not doing solo stand up.
What kind of beer do you want, or what kind of drink do you want?
Heine.
Heine?
Are
Okay,
you
cool.
texting somebody?
Yeah.
The beer man. Hey, I saw you walking out of Trader Joe's, I believe.
Oh, did I have a scowl on my face like I always do?
You were buying flowers.
Yeah. That's so cute that you noticed. Yeah.
What? Oh, I was just driving by, and I saw you walking into the parking lot, and I was like, I think that's Christina buying flowers.
Yeah.
What was the occasion?
Do you know? Just for joy.
Just
I
for
started
joy?
to treat myself because I'm a grown lady now.
Yeah, you got to do
And
that.
now I buy $10 bottles of wine for myself. I splurge, and then I
Wait,
also,
before that, were you buying more expensive
I was buying
bottles?
Trader Joe.
Oh,
No, I was
okay.
buying like $2 Chuck. And I turned 35, and I was like, you know what? I'm a fucking lady now.
Yeah.
You know what? It's so funny. I was telling Tom that
Deserve it.
I followed your rule on that. I've been doing
Yeah?
that same thing.
Good.
And you're right. It's. I even have gone up to almost $15
Whoa.
lately, and it totally changes how fast you get drunk. Also,
Yeah, it's awesome, huh?
Like that's the big thing. Like I'm like, wait, it's more money. I guess you get more drunk fast. That makes sense.
It totally does, and you don't get the bad hangover.
Yeah.
Because I drink every night. Do you guys drink every night?
I drink 2 nights
What
a
is
week.
that? Oh, tequila. I like tequila. Thanks, buddy.
I don't drink a lot of wine. I buy
Thank
buy
you.
decent
Cheers.
bottles of wine for cooking though. I spend like $8 a wine on a bottle of
That's
for
good.
cooking wine.
Cheers, y'all. But that's cute that you know what's so funny? There's so many comedians that live in our neighborhood. Like I was going to 7-Eleven after a couch nap, and I ran into Brendan Walsh.
Yeah.
Who was buying those hot dogs? No, he was buying pizza. I'm like, who the fuck eats 7-Eleven pizza? Brendan Walsh does.
In a pinch.
It was, and not a pin. This is like this guy's regular diet.
No,
Like, this is a regular.
I'm great friends with Brendan. That's not his regular diet.
What?
Pizza at 7-Eleven is not his regular diet.
I don't know. It
That
seems like it
looked
would
like
be.
it. It looked like he was cozy with that scenario.
No. If we go eat. Where's the last time?
Wow.
Brendan and I will
Oh.
go to like diners and stuff. We like Bright Spot.
2 beards, 1 diner.
2 beards. We really like.
You guys bearded up.
Well, we go and then like we're just like we're assholes because then we can't stop cracking jokes to like the waitress and stuff.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Yeah,
Are you
but
those guys?
No, we keep it mellow, but we still I don't know. We do a podcast together, so all we do is
know.
make jokes off of what we say. So she's like, "Oh, just sit wherever you want," and we're like, "Wherever we want, huh?" We're like, "We want to sit where these people are," and the people are like, "Real funny guys."
Yeah. it doesn't work on the outside. Redban, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go
I
get.
can't hear myself.
I'm gonna get beers real quick.
Beers, steers, and queers. Do you guys remember that
Beers.
song? Revolting
I do not.
Cocks? No. How old are you, kid?
35.
You're 35?
Yep.
You look
Well,
younger.
actually, I will be Monday.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I'm June 18th. I'll be 36.
Yeah.
I don't want to shoot myself.
I'm
right in
June
the
8th. I'm
face.
going to be
Me too.
28.
Get the. Oh, I can't hear
Something's
you.
happening. We can't hear ourselves.
Fucking everything up.
Kid Redban.
Hello.
Yeah, it's good.
How old are you gonna be, Tony?
Yay.
I'm going to be 28.
I'm 28.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? That's a good year.
How old did you think I was?
47.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're
I usually
welcome.
get much older than that.
Really?
No.
I would guess 30.
In my
You're
30s,
like
yeah.
a grown man.
Are you really 28?
Yeah.
Get out of
I'm
here.
28, man.
No way.
Yeah, dude. My high school class is 2002.
Jesus
outta
Christ.
here.
That's so gross. 2002?
Yeah.
I was
about
90
95.
94, yo. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain died the
Really?
year I
I was in
graduated high
6th
school.
grade in 1996.
Ew. I was in college. Ew. I was dancing to Pulp and banging dudes.
I was
in
trying to
alleyways.
figure out what to hang up in my first locker.
Oh.
I went with the Got Milk advertisement.
Is it the beard that adds all the years to you?
The beard, also I don't know. I'm just weathered. I'm starting to bald. I'm fat.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. People think my husband's 10 years older. Like, Tommy looks, they call him the Albert Pujols of comedy. Ryan Sigler calls him that. You know, Albert Pujols is like 40 years old, but he lies to stay in the league, like in the baseball league or whatever.
Yeah.
He keeps saying he's like 28, and he's not.
How old is Tom?
Tommy is younger than me. He's 33,
33.
but he looks like 43.
Yeah, I find most of my friends are right in that range, which is weird because I grew up. My brother's 4 years older than me, so like my whole life, like the oldest people that I knew were 4 years older than me. So now with like all my friends, I'm like, oh yeah, my brother, he's older than us. But I'm like, no,
It's so devastating.
my brother has 2 kids. They're all.
You know what's really fucking weird is that my parents, like I'm starting to see my parents as the stupid fucking people they are now.
Oh.
You know when you grow up and you're like, oh, you're fucking dumb. You're dumb like I'm dumb.
And you were in
that's
charge.
Why I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just start to see their flaws and the veneer cracking from your childhood. And you're like, oh, you just stay dumb. It's not like you get any better. Is what I'm saying. Like we kind of we evolve slightly, but if you're just fucking retarded and then you die like the whole time.
Yeah.
But
At least
I see
I
like
am.
Where are you from originally?
LA. I grew up
Oh,
here,
wow.
but I was born in Canada, and then we moved here in 1980. I was 4 years old. Where are you from?
Ohio.
Both
Thanks,
of us.
Boo. What part of Ohio?
Youngstown, Ohio.
I don't know where that is. Where is that near?
It's between Cleveland and Pittsburgh in the
Oh,
top
okay.
right corner.
I just did Cleveland and Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Cleveland was a little dicey.
Shitty.
Cleveland's a really bad city.
Yeah, why is everyone so angry in Cleveland?
'Cause
Everything
there's, like,
sucks there.
Nothing there.
There's no
anymore.
work.
They
The
have that. Oh,
sports
thanks,
team
buddy.
sucks.
They have that market, that cool like Polish Hungarian market, whatever I went to, and I got sausage, and that was awesome.
isn't Ohio is fairly poverty stricken these days, right?
Well,
I don't know.
I think
Toledo's
so.
pretty
It seems
sad.
like
Put this
everything's
money right in
shipped
my
its
bra.
jobs over to other countries. So like
Yeah.
factories and stuff are basically non-existent.
Well,
Yeah.
they have a lot of like medium to large cities, like
Yeah,
Ohio.
Quite a few.
Redban.
We can't hear ourselves.
I hear
You
anything.
can't hear anything.
Fucked
I hear a
Snapchat,
buzzing
too.
sound.
Oh no! What have I done?
Brian, what's going on in your life?
It's just busy. Can you guys hear anything yet?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do.
we got
Okay,
it.
cool.
What's going on in your 12-year-old adolescent?
Not much.
What
Just-
video games have you been buying?
I've been buying them still, but I haven't been playing. I haven't been playing for 6 months, but I feel like I still have to buy them. Like I have to collect them, because then,
Yeah.
which is stupid because I should just wait till I want to play it, and then it'll be really
Get it for
cheap.
like $20.
But I still get excited when a video game comes out. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait for this game, and then I'll buy it, and then it just sits there unplayed.
What's your jam? What's your game?
Nothing. I want to get into Diablo 3, but I know that's like the dumbest idea ever.
Why is that the dumbest idea?
Because that game's like World of Warcraft. If you play it, it's
Oh.
like crack game. It's one of those games that
Oh.
you can get seriously addicted to it.
Like Puzzle Bobble? I'm pretty good at that.
That sounds like an appetizer.
Tetris, I'm really good at that too.
I wore your shirt the other day.
Which one?
The one with the fish on it.
Oh, the Kingfish shirt.
Kingfish shirt.
That's Tommy, yeah.
Yeah.
And I wear your Death Squad shirt. I was walking around Silver Lake, and
Oh, really?
someone was like, "You look like a rock star. What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's Death Squad.
Yeah.
It's a Hitler cat. Do you know it's a Hitler cat?"
No, it's a chaplain. How dare you?
Chaplain. I didn't realize. Tommy and I were looking at the design. We're like, "Yo, this is straight up Hitler."
No, that's chaplain.
That's not. And then Death Squad is what Hitler called what? Like
Nothing.
The
No.
soldiers that went out and
These-
killed Jews.
No.
I haven't
How
heard any
dare
of these.
you?
No.
How dare
No,
you?
you're mistaken. You're buying into the fear that a gang
Fear.
has.
Conspiracy shit.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy.
Good luck in showbiz, Jew hater.
Oh, you haven't seen the second logo?
Whoa, what is it? I can't wait.
Oh,
Is it public yet?
no, it's not public.
Nine.
All right.
It's
Okay.
it's a burning Jewish person.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just it's Times New Roman Jew hater. That's
Oh,
all it
I
says.
love that.
It's actually a dead photo of Ari Shaffir.
Oh, okay.
And here's actually the photo.
Where is that Jew pig
right
right now,
here's-
anyway?
Is that me?
Is he on his way?
See? Right there. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Like a zombie Ari.
Just actually Ari's
It's a
shirt.
great one.
Hey, what do you guys think of all those stories in the news about people eating people? I think it's a promo
Did
for
you-
that dumb zombie movie.
Yeah, I think it's fake also.
Yeah.
I think it's all fake.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you see the photos of it though?
I
No,
want to
thank
see it. I
you.
tried. I couldn't find any.
No,
Oh,
thank
you're
you.
gonna-
Yeah,
You're
we're
gonna
good
love
on the
this.
photos.
I want to see them. Redban, please.
Yeah, you're gonna love this.
Let's
I can't
pull
wait
it
to see
up.
a reaction.
You know what, though?
He doesn't look as bad as I thought he would look. The guy
Okay.
that had
You
his
saw them?
face eaten
'Cause
I
up.
it's
saw the
fake.
picture of the guy's face.
Because it's fake makeup. It's not real.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Hey, the AVN Awards are on tonight. David Tell's hosting. It's
Oh, nice.
You watched them already?
Yeah.
Anybody you know win anything?
Oh yeah, a lot of people.
Really?
Dana Diarmond, who hosts Triple X Squad here on Death Squad. Oh, here's the picture, by the way.
You fucker.
Tasty zombie
Olive Garden
meal.
lasagna.
Oh, is it Olive Garden?
Fuck yeah, it's Olive Garden.
Do you know I've only eaten there
recognize the
once in my
place?
life at the Olive Garden?
Really?
Yeah.
How
in
long ago was
Florida.
it?
In Florida, I was visiting Tommy's family, and they love Olive Garden.
How long ago? Like,
Oh, sorry, 2 years ago.
did you like it? Was your first?
Of course, it was great. Never-ending salad and breadsticks.
Oh yeah.
How can you beat that, right?
They have
Nothing's
the
wrong with
ice.
that.
Their salad's ice cold. That's their
Ice
secret.
cold-
Ice cold
iceberg
salad.
and Ice cold.
No, they really do. They like refrigerate the salad for like hours before they serve it to you.
Well, I think it's
Yeah.
probably been months, but yeah.
Well, it just seems like everything is so cold in it. Like I bet they just like
It's because it hasn't been thawed yet.
they like shake it in like a cocktail shaker or something with ice.
So weird. I went to a hometown buffet in Denver.
Oh yeah.
It's terrible. Have you walked into one?
I don't like any buffets. It's really hard for me to like a buffet.
Oh
I walked
man.
right the
Except
fuck out.
Fogo.
Hometown buffet. It gives you nightmares, like
Yeah.
because it's like
Yeah.
it fucking haunts your belly as you
Jesus,
sleep.
whose hometown is this?
That's
This
the
place
creepy
fucking
guy up there
sucks.
carving
Yeah.
meat.
I love fucking.
It was
I love
terrible.
buffets, but I hate them.
They're never good.
Oh, but who cares? Like, I am like craving a buffet a lot, but then once I do it, I'm like, this is ridiculous.
It's never good.
I was just in Vegas and we
seldom.
did buffets, and they have this deal. It's so pathetic that we did this, but
Like
They-
the tour.
no, they have a deal where they because like a lot of the hotels, you know, they're like in clusters. They're like, we
Yeah.
own 7.
Yeah.
So like the 7 hotels that we own, if you pay this much money, you can eat at as many buffets as you want in 24 hours, and they give you a bracelet, which is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Right.
How many fucking fatties were like morbidly obese people? Not like
Well, most of the morbidly obese people, they're just like they don't have the wherewithal to like think it out and be like, well, it would be cheaper if I bought this
You're
bracelet.
right.
So it's like we bought the bracelet mainly because we were waiting in a giant line, and it was like a brunch buffet, which was more expensive. So like if we eat
Why is brunch more? Oh, because they have like seafood and waffles.
and breakfast, yeah,
yeah,
it's
but
like
breakfast is like the cheapest shit in the world.
Yeah.
Like eggs and toast, dude. Why is
know.
it $1 million?
Breakfast sucks.
But it was Memorial
Yeah, fuck
Day, so they were
breakfast.
like Memorial Day, well, who cares? But we were like, if we buy this and then one more meal, it's going to cost the
Yeah.
same as buying this bracelet. So, and we didn't have to wait in line anymore.
Hey, can I have some ice? Is that ice? Yeah. Oh, come on.
Come on.
Just dig it out with your
Get
hands.
the heck out of here, guys.
So we got the fat idiot buffet bracelet
Good.
and fucking ate our balls off. But also,
How many buffets did you go to?
we just went to 2.
What number am I on the lineup? Please put me up early.
I think you're number 3.
Okay, good. Yeah, because those dudes
You're right
get
after me.
real rowdy. Oh, I have to follow Redban.
Yeah, sorry.
Shit.
Should I just go do it?
Huh?
Should I go?
I think we're probably pretty good. We'll wait for like 5 more minutes or so.
Okay, cool.
Oh my gosh.
But when you have that bracelet, you kind
Yeah,
of
sorry.
oh, it's fine. This
got
is just really
distracted.
groundbreaking
Tequila.
stuff. The buffet bracelet. You end up kind of taking it easy because you know that once you leave the
Right.
buffet, you can do whatever you want. Usually, because you're like, wow. I mean, if I take it easy, I just paid all this money for this goddamn thing. So it's
Right.
like you just eat a plate. I even got a plate of food and I just took a picture of it and I didn't even use it.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, like otherwise I would have been like, I'm gonna eat that.
That's a big fuck you to Africa.
Fuck yeah.
And then like
Wow.
everyone else. Yeah.
It's kind of. It's
fuck
really.
you, Somalia.
It was because I wanted to get like a random assortment because it was like strawberry pancakes, meatballs and spaghetti and sushi on one
Meat
plate.
bulbs. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love doing that.
put that
too.
all on a
yeah.
plate and then just
ribs.
threw it away.
And I took a
Pizza.
picture of it. Yeah, but
That's the
Did you at
best.
least send the starving kids in Cambodia like a picture?
a picture. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
what a
Couple
piece of
posters.
shit you are.
And a bottle with one of my farts in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
just so they could know what it would be like.
They need to know what that smells.
Yeah, they're like, you don't want this. Look what it does to you.
Yeah,
Ugh.
the smell of freedom.
Yeah.
There's only one good buffet I think in Vegas, and that is at the Wynn. And they actually do good seafood. Bert Kreischer, Tommy, and I spent like 6 hours at that buffet once. Like we waited for it to turn over into the dinner one.
Yeah.
And we ate twice, and Bert got really drunk.
Yeah.
And we watched him. And it was
The
fun.
Bellagio, I've been at the Bellagio one a long time ago, and it's that same kind of class. you
Yeah,
know?
Bellagio's nice too.
Good. The ones that we were at were they have one pretty good one, and then the rest of them it's like 7 buffets owned by the same company, which means
all
the
the
food
same
is the
shit,
same. It's
yeah.
like your source of food, your recipes. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
all the same
it's all
shit.
the same blend. But you know what's great is to watch Asian people do buffet. Hey, what?
Whiskey man.
Want some whiskey? How's it going?
But Asian people, they're smart, and they only get like the high quality seafood.
Well, every buffet has a fucking pile of crab legs for some reason now.
Yeah, those are the best.
Yeah.
Tony, you want
Hello,
to
Joe.
start the show with me?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, if you want to sit right here, me and Tony are going to start the show.
Okay.
And Pete, if you want to jump behind Mission Control. Christina.
What? Brian, how many layers of clothing are you wearing today?
Two.
Do you know that schizophrenics layer? That's a sign of mental illness.
It's
when you
2
layer.
layers.
No.
Wait, it's a sign of mental. I was taught that it's a sign of being
What's that?
prepared in the wilderness.
What's that? Yeah, it's true. It's a sign of schizophrenia if you layer your clothing. Yeah.
Well, you have more layers than me, so
I know,
welcome
I'm fucking
to the
crazy
fucking
too.
crazy world. How are you doing though with the podcast? I mean,
It's fine.
I know that.
I see what you're saying. Oh, wait a minute. Are we gonna do this?
I know that the stars and the glitter and everything are,
I will tell you that our new producer, Blue Band, not as
I
effective.
met Blue Band.
Not as effective.
I had to go over there and train Blue Band while you were gone with the whole Ustream video thing.
He is not as professional as you, nor as cuddly, nor as handsome. So there you go. We miss you.
Better in the sack though.
Definitely. Blue Band is a dream.
Have you heard of my podcast, Christina?
Who are you again?
Actually, no, I do a different one. It's called Breaking the Law with the Door Knockers, and it's Davey and I. You know Davey.
I love Davey, yeah.
And we go out and we record with his iPhone and we break actual laws.
Really? That's not smart. And then
5
you
to 10
record
minutes.
It, and then
Yeah,
you
but then we
broadcast
say
it.
that it's theater.
Oh, you say it's theater.
We say for legal reasons this is all fake.
It's like pornography. Like, it's not prostitution if there's a camera
Yep.
involved.
So we go snooping around in people's backyards and shit.
Oh my God, that doesn't. You're gonna get your ass kicked. This is Los Angeles.
That's
You can't
great.
just do that. Where are
No.
you from again? You're from like.
I grew up in Oregon.
Yeah. See, in Oregon, people don't shoot you if they find.
No,
you
in
doing it.
Oregon
In
people
LA, they
fucking
will.
have guns and shit.
I don't know. I wouldn't fuck around with people in the city.
No, we're very polite when we break the laws.
All right. What have you broken lately?
We did
Fix
trespass.
his hearts and shit.
Yeah, I did that
Oh
one.
snaps!
You know how we do.
Oh shit!
We did trespassing.
Joe, what are you drinking today? What is that?
This is just
Yeah.
some fresh squeezed juice. It's
Oh.
called a company called Press Juicery. They hydraulically press juices.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, it's different. It's supposed to somehow or another preserve more of the nutrients of the juice.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know how. Look at this motherfucker with his
Juice.
freshly rolled joints. This is a dude who has a video online on how to roll joints. That's how
This guy?
confident
A
he is.
tutorial.
You? The
That's how
kid?
confident he is.
Do you know he's 35 years old?
Well, he looks very
He looks
healthy.
young, yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
you
all
look
that
like you
weed.
could pass for 20, dude. You
Yeah.
could be like one of those undercover cops that's in college.
I get the opposite.
Yeah, like 21 Jump Street.
Infiltrate.
People think you're younger and people think I'm older.
Yeah.
I
How
get
old do
carded
they think
for
you are?
cigarettes like every
People
day.
think I'm like mid-30s maybe.
That's just the AIDS.
Yeah.
You know
How many
AIDS.
in how many situations is an AIDS joke like not only appropriate but expected amongst your colleagues?
It's amazing,
Stand-up
isn't it?
comedians.
Well, especially now because like AIDS isn't even that big of a threat. Like Magical Johnson beat AIDS. He doesn't even have AIDS. Like he,
Magical Johnson
Beat
is
the
an
AIDS.
awesome name.
yeah.
His
You
name
can
is
you can
Magic.
buy your way out of AIDS now. It doesn't even count.
Yeah.
AIDS is nothing.
Yeah. If you have money, like
It's not legit.
yeah. Do you believe it?
You should teach a class.
AIDS isn't real.
on
What's
pre-
the
Herpes
fuck-
isn't
well, you know
real.
there's people that say AIDS is not real. Like
Who
respected
says that?
people. I don't buy it, but well, I don't buy it because
that.
I'm stupid, but I don't know the argument. There's a guy named Peter Duesberg. He's a biologist out of the University of California, Berkeley. And Duesberg. I think it's
Like
Duesberg.com. No, he's a
Douchebag?
biologist. He's like a professor at the University of California, Berkeley.
Douchebag.
And what he believes is that all these people that test positive for HIV, all that HIV indicates is that their immune system is trashed and HIV is a weak virus. And what he's saying is that it's not responsible for AIDS. It's the symptom of a weakened immune system. And that
Right.
weakened immune system could be weakened by a bunch of different things, but most likely by the use of hardcore recreational drugs like amyl nitrate and meth, and all these different things break down your immune system. And all AIDS is the idea is your T cells drop below a certain point. Your immune system is shattered. You know, that's all it is. They don't necessarily know according to this Duesberg guy, that it's because of HIV. So he's got a really weird argument about it.
So there's no causal relationship.
Yeah, he's saying it's so. I don't, like I said, this is not. Don't get crazy and send me angry tweets. I'm not claiming that I agree with this in any way, shape, or form, and I'm way too dumb to understand the argument. But what he's saying is that HIV is just a symptom of an already weakened immune system, and that if babies are born with HIV, something like 90% of them are cured of it, or they test HIV negative within a year, or some statistic. Go look that up. I'm not even. I'm not.
Me?
I'll just Google
Want me to go?
it.
No.
All right.
Just kidding. I'm not. I'm just not confident in my numbers.
But AIDS ruined my ability to be promiscuous in high school and college because I was a child when that came out. When AIDS came out, it was like, you can get AIDS from petting a cat.
Yeah.
You can get AIDS from tear ducts. Remember? Like, don't
how about
shake
toilet
it.
seeds? You worry about getting
Saliva.
AIDS from toilet
Yeah.
seeds.
Yeah.
Well, you can get the flu from touching things that people have touched.
And
No,
touch your
we're
mouth.
super lucky that you can't get AIDS that way.
I know.
But if this guy's right, this Duesberg guy's right, then AIDS isn't real. Isn't that amazing? Could that be amazing?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I mean, like I said, again, this is not my idea. But could you imagine if he was right?
No.
Imagine if the whole idea of AIDS was just horseshit.
That
Could you
would be
imagine?
really crazy.
Because remember we were kids, we thought everybody would be dead of AIDS by a certain
yeah, and I
point
would have
in the
had sex
future.
with a lot more dudes if I didn't.
Would you?
If I knew that
Yeah.
it was a deterrent for me.
Wow.
The threat of disease was enough for me to be like, no, I'm not going to go that route. It wasn't Catholicism. It wasn't virtue. It was
Wow.
the fear of disease.
God bless you, woman.
Yeah.
You had a good attitude. Just fucked over
I'm
with
just
the
scared.
wrong time in
Yeah.
genetic history.
Yeah, I tell Tommy, like, if I could crush it out now, I would crush so many dicks. If maybe at 35, because I'm like, if I get AIDS now, big deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if I
what's it
get
gonna cut
herpes
you?
now, or
Cut the end of your life in half.
I'm already, big deal.
It's over, it's over.
You can just take pills and regulate it.
Yeah, Magical Johnson. This is a hilarious name, by the
Magical,
way.
yeah.
Is that what you always call him? Yeah, he sort of changed the game. He changed the whole AIDS game.
Yeah, he's on
He
TV
did,
every
and-
day.
Looks
and-
fantastic.
Yeah.
And Cookie
Lifting
stayed with
weights
him.
and shit.
Remember, Cookie, his wife, stayed
Right.
with him through
Yeah.
him contracting that. That's I don't know what
Well,
that is. I
there's
don't know if
never
it's
been a
love
single
or-
case of a man contracting AIDS through heterosexual sex that's been documented.
You think? You think Magical's...
I don't think it could have been drugs. Could have been anything. Who the fuck knows? You don't know what people are doing. You know, like look at Oscar De La Hoya. Everybody thought Oscar De La Hoya was this like super clean cut guy.
He's not?
And well, there was pictures of him hanging out with these crazy strippers, and he was coked up, and he was wearing fishnets.
Yeah, I
and
saw that. He was
tights
wearing
and
lady clothes.
ladies' clothes and boxing gloves. He just got fucked up. He got
Yeah.
he got crazy. But I mean, just I would never thought of Oscar De La Hoya as a guy who would get all coked up and do something insane. I would never have thought of him that way. I would have thought of him as really super disciplined and really intelligent, and you know.
I know through an acquaintance of an acquaintance one of his like baby mama drama type things.
Yeah.
I heard some stories. You heard some
shit
in the early 2000s about De La Hoya. But I still like him because he's
You
he's an
heard
LA
some
boy.
freak shit. What'd you hear?
Yeah. I won't say. I
Good
don't
for you.
know,
Good for you.
man.
Don't
Yeah.
fucking spread any gossip.
Nah, it's not my place.
Either way, I always say that to be really good at something, you have to be a little crazy. And the guy was so good
yeah.
at boxing, so good at beating the shit out of people, and he was handsome as fuck. How do you
I
not?
love him so. I would
Yeah.
crush Oscar De La Hoya.
How do you
I
not be a
would.
little crazy when you're that guy?
What is he, Mexican
You know?
or Puerto Rican?
He's Mexican.
I
How dare
love
you?
him.
How dare
I
you?
love him.
How dare you?
He's
To
my
him, that's you. Mexicans and Puerto Ricans don't get along that well sometimes.
No, I know.
There was always like big rivalries in boxing.
Between
Between
Mexicanos and
Mexicans and Puerto Ricans. Yeah.
What about the Cubans?
Julio Cesar Chavez and the fuck is his name? That really fast dude, hairdresser looking fella.
Hairdresser.
Zohan.
Can't remember his No, that's the
Not Zohan.
Movie.
I can't remember his name. Hector Camacho. Jesus Christ. I almost lost it.
Camacho.
Yeah.
I remember that guy.
Do you remember? Is
Yeah, I know the
Hector
name.
Macho Camacho?
Oh, that was a wrestler.
No, he wasn't a wrestler. That was
The
the Macho
Undertaker?
Man,
Wasn't
Randy
he?
Savage.
That's
That was the
what I'm
Macho Man.
thinking.
Sounds like
This
a
was
Hawaiian
Hector
breakfast.
Macho Camacho. He was a boxer.
Joey Diaz's show just let out, and like
Yeah.
a lot of them came and bought tickets for the next show.
Oh, cool.
So it's
Oh, beautiful.
Word.
packed out there. So it's not going to start. Randy, you're first. It goes Tony, you, me,
Okay.
Christina.
Don't fuck this up, man. This
Oh,
is really
shit.
important.
I better start doing push-ups or something.
Really important.
They're gonna.
Really important.
It
Where's
is
the
high
whiskey,
pressure.
son?
I got some.
Yeah, do we have glasses up in this bitch?
Oh yeah, Tony or Pete's got some disposable in that little tube.
Joey Diaz. Is he gonna come in here and play with us?
What the fuck, dog?
Yeah, I love Joey Diaz so much. He has the best shitting stories of anybody.
He's one of the greatest humans that's ever lived. Ooh, Crown Royal. Ooh, what's better, the Crown Royal or what you're drinking?
This is small batch bourbon. It's made out of the Bay Area.
Okay, is that gonna make me gay?
It's got AIDS in it.
Seems like it's gonna make me
It's
gay.
made with AIDS. You better be.
Just the way you said that.
It's
made me-
HIV positively delicious.
I'm gonna uncrack this Crown Royal and wish that
Crown
someone
Royal.
would. Put
Well, that's
on some
Canadian, and this is bourbon.
1970s
This is
pimp
American bourbon, and that's Canadian. So there's some differences.
Crown Royal's the best.
Brian, can we throw a little Superfly in the background?
What?
Superfly, the song. Superfly.
Can I smell that? I don't think I've ever had Crown Royal in my
Never
life.
had it.
It's the first
Is it
liquor I ever
whiskey?
had in my life.
Smells like mistakes.
Yo,
It's
shit's about to get real.
It smells like mistakes.
You're about to make some tonight.
You know how I do.
We're so street in here tonight. I love it.
We've done way too many podcasts this week, Brian Reichel. Do you feel that? We did a lot of podcasting this week.
What was your favorite one?
Today.
Bobcat was.
Oh,
Whoops.
Bobcat.
We just lost. We're losing something here. This mic is making some weird noises.
Try not to hit the cable.
Yeah, Bobcat was awesome. He was
I
great.
just saw his special and I was really impressed.
Really?
I didn't think I've never seen the guy do stand up, but beyond like Police Academy movies. I
How
don't
old
know.
was the special?
I believe it was current because he was talking about his divorce and his like 8-year-old or 10-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So
So I
she's like
think
my
it-
age, I think.
She's emotionally Redban's age, but yeah, it was around. I think it was current. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked
Maybe he
it.
has more
He
daughters.
wasn't doing the voice, so it was like, oh, you get to see
Yeah.
what a person.
We
is.
talked about that. Like, what is it like to he abandoned that on stage?
Yeah,
what was
that's
that like?
scary. I bet.
Yeah, he said. He said a lot of people like it hurt his ticket sales a little bit. A lot of people.
People
didn't.
are insisting after like 25 years, like
think
you
they-
gotta do that, guy.
They expect it. You
Just
know?
like the laziest fucking squirrely bobcat. He's like 70. He's like,
Still gotta do it.
Yeah. What a. It's such a weird character too.
was like it started with a radio thing, right? He was like a character. He was like a DJ or something on radio, and they were called like Bobcat and something else.
Really?
I
Is
think
that
so.
right?
I
That
think
was
so.
like the DJ name, like Bobcat.
But they were like silly,
Like-
like goofy
He explained
radio
it
guys.
today, but I almost forgot what he said. Do you
I
know
think there was
what he
one
said?
other guy when he first started. It was Bobcat and something else.
I think the way he explained it was he played a character that would get really frustrated on stage and go crazy, like when people would confront him about stuff, and that's when
That's funny.
that version of it sort of emerged,
Yeah.
like the high end, really frustrated,
I
angry.
loved it. As a kid, I thought that shit
loved that
was.
guy.
Oh yeah.
It was really cool having him in here. It was really interesting. He's a really mellow, humble guy, you know. Oh,
There you go.
I've heard stories of him just to be like crazy, like getting a fire extinguisher and like fire extinguishing the guy on
Oh.
stage before him and getting him off stage.
No,
just
he
like
set Leno on fire, didn't he? Or the
yeah.
Tonight
He
Show?
set the
Stage.
couch on fire,
Yeah.
and he said, after he set the couch on fire, he
When he was saying that,
at
did
the
you,
Arsenio Hall show, he smashed that place up first.
when he was saying
and
that,
then-
did you think like, oh shit, did we not know this? I didn't know that. Like, is he
No,
gonna
I
fucking start
knew.
destroying
No, I
Tesla?
don't. I don't
No, he
think he
wouldn't
would
do it
do
now.
that to us. We're so like low rent underground.
well, and he's held down
we're
a job
fucking
since
office
then.
in a comedy club. This is like we're so low rent. Like if you attack us, you're an asshole.
Right.
Like we're not any
know.
corporation. We're not some fucking Clear Channel affiliate
No.
that you know.
What he doesn't
dude.
like, he was
We're
he,
underground. We're okay. We're acceptable.
he was
Yeah.
director at Jimmy Kimmel
Presentable
Live.
folk.
He didn't catch that place on fire. Wasn't he? Didn't he direct that show for a
no,
long time?
it's not like he's not a professional guy.
Yeah.
I think he's just had some moments where he, wanted to make some noise.
You see his new film?
I haven't seen it, but
It's
came
so
out and
great.
talked
I
about
saw
it, and
one.
we watched the preview. It looks pretty crazy.
It's pretty awesome.
The one
Is it
where
awesome?
Yeah.
the father and the son commits suicide
No, that's
or
the
kills
other one.
himself.
Yeah, you saw
sorry.
that one? Did you
I
like
That's
it?
with
loved
Robin
it.
Williams, yeah.
I thought it was great. I saw the one where the girl sucks the dog's dick, and I was like, nah.
Holla.
Yeah.
What one was that?
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
You failed to
so.
mention that one.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was him, right? Okay, so this couple's gonna get married, and she's like, I have this dark secret. One night, I like blew the dog or whatever,
Whoa.
and it's called like Sleeping Dogs Lie, I think.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, that doesn't seem like a
that real?
tenable. Is that the word? Premise? Like, I don't know. How many girls blow? I wouldn't do that. I don't know.
It's because
But
of
anyway.
AIDS, though.
I got
That's
the
why he didn't
AIDS.
do it.
Get that doggy AIDS.
Yeah.
Bitch, you know you dirty.
You got the
Bitch
dog AIDS.
got that doggy AIDS.
His new movie is great, though. You guys should go see it.
Yeah, it
for
looks
sure.
pretty good. He was a cool guy to talk to, too. Just really fun.
Oh, by the
Very
way,
funny.
I didn't know if you knew this. People online were saying that his ex-wife, who is now married to Jay Moore, and Jay Moore carried on his maiden name or her name and did the hyphen thing.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah, and so I didn't. It seemed.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't know if you knew that.
Oh, I didn't even think about it. I just said it on instinct.
I didn't know it either.
No, I wasn't thinking about him. To be honest, I was not thinking about him. I was thinking about another guy who I knew when I was younger who did it, who used to actually go on stage and say that he was a feminist. And I was always like obliterated by that. I just had to always get out of the room. It's just, the smell of bullshit is just so hypnotizing. It makes you want to believe him. I had to run away.
Wait, what happened? I missed this with the last name thing.
Hyphenated
Explain it to
names
me.
when a guy marries a girl.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the guy takes a part of the girl's name. Get the fuck out of here.
It's a little
Who's the
little
captain of this starship?
right.
It's really simple. Here's the deal. I'll
Why
pay
would
for
you ever
everything.
do
You
that?
take my name, woman.
Even girls shouldn't expect you to do that. Girls know marriages and tradition more than guys, and even the fact that even a girl would go. Oh,
By the
yeah,
way,
do
I
that."
don't really give a fuck what you do with your name. I'm only
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah,
No,
right.
I know.
It's
no,
only
such
something
a
to talk
dumb-
shit about.
Yeah.
I've hyphenated all of the girlfriends I've ever
I don't
had,
give a fuck.
so I have like 8 last
That's
names.
hot, man.
Yeah.
What do you think about this fucking LA mayor situation? Do you know his deal?
Huh.
His name is not hyphenated. It's a combinatory name. His
Oh,
real
really?
name is Villar. He calls himself Antonio Villaraigosa.
Oh yeah.
His real name is Tony Villar. That's what his name always was. But then he got married to this other chick, and
No
they
way.
combined their names, and it's Villaraigosa.
Oh.
Her name is like Ragosa or something like that.
I'm sorry, but I think that's ridiculous.
That's so funny.
Awesome.
That's like
I don't give a shit.
And
Like,
then
I don't
here's
know.
what's even better. He dumps her. He fucking gets a divorce, but keeps a chunk of her name.
That's why I wouldn't do that.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
That's so
fucked up.
funny.
You fucking phony weirdo.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
Mayor Brangelina.
It's so weird. Someone needs to just tell him to stop doing that. We still love you. You're a good mayor. Don't get me wrong. You seem like you're doing a great job in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a crazy place.
Yeah,
He's doing a
man.
good job as mayor, don't you think?
I don't know.
He's not a bad
I mean,
mayor.
I lived in a shitty neighborhood for a while, and I grew up in this city, and I don't know. We had fucking race riots in 1992, and
It's not bad
it
now.
seems recent to me. Like it still
Yeah.
feels like wow, that was just when I was in high school. It's
But
good.
I mean, he as a mayor, I think he's a good mayor. But that name's silly.
I don't know. I
You
can't.
gotta
I
let
don't
that
even
go,
know.
homie. When you're not with a chick anymore, you can't take a piece of her name.
I kind of agree with that. And if I got divorced from Tommy, I would fucking drop it.
You would?
Legally, Segura is my last name.
Is it legal?
I changed it legally, yeah.
Oh, but you just don't say it on stage?
Well, I'll tell you why. No, because I do feel like it's a split identity. Like Pazsitzky is like,
You're playing a character.
the
Why do I
broad-
smell a whole wave of crazy coming my way? Why right now do I
No
want to
way.
hop in the crazy life
No
preserver
way.
and hang on
You think?
as the wave knocks me into the piers? Boom, boom, boom. No.
No, you know what I mean. One's
You
private
have a split
and one's
personality?
personal. Yeah, for sure. There's stage life and then there's real life.
Oh, okay.
Personal life. Don't you think?
So you
Your
do
home
go
life's
into
different.
some female dice clay type thing?
I do,
where
yeah.
you just
I do, yeah, because I'm telling you, stand-up is a male dominant art form. It's a male thing to go up there and grab a mic and fucking tell people what's what. And as a girl, it's not. You have to unlearn everything you've ever been taught.
wow.
You know what I mean? Because you're just not. You're not naturally wired to be like you guys can't even probably imagine that. But I had to like retrain every instinct, everything that was taught to me growing up.
Oh, I could totally imagine
know?
it. I remember being terrible. I remember in
Wow.
the early days of my stand-up career, I remember some horrific bombs. I'll never forget them. Like, I would never be cocky and think that, anybody getting to any... It's like that with anything, whether it's with music or with any time you get to a level of proficiency, it's not easy to do.
No.
That's why there's so few people doing it. It's really hard to do. When I saw you go up after a dude getting spanked with a belt
That was a fun night.
during one of the naughty shows. Sam Tripoli, he puts together these naughty shows, and that's what he calls them, the naughty show. And he'll have like trivia games, and if you lose, a penthouse pet spanks you with a belt, or just craziness. Like it was really hilarious shit. But I was like, damn, she's got to go on after that.
So
I was
awful.
really worried. I was worried for you. I was like, I just
don't
met
even
Tommy's
know me.
wife. She's so nice. She's so
Yeah.
friendly. But I know she's fucked. She's doomed. She's a chick, and she's going to go on after some
word.
dirty bitch was just spanking some guy with a belt. And the whole thing was just like this, just fucking was in the air, and
I
craziness and screaming. And you went up and destroyed. It was
Oh,
hilarious.
thanks, Joe. I'm glad you saw me do well. Jeez.
I am too. I was going to have to tell Tom.
But see, that's the thing. And like, I'm nice in real life, right? Like, I'm this person. And,
Right.
But when you get up there, you can't be this, nice, accommodating lady. Otherwise, they're going to fucking, that. They'll
Yeah.
eat you alive.
Yeah, well, don't you think though that now as your podcast has gotten more and more successful, don't you think that more of those people are coming specifically to see you
Yes.
guys, and you can be more yourself?
Yes.
They
You
just
don't
did
have
their
to
first
fight.
live show.
It's awesome. Yeah, at the Lovitz Club.
Yeah,
We
the
did a
Lovitz
live
Club.
podcast. It was
Did-
awesome.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good to see like the people that actually know and like the stuff we do, and you're like, oh, this is amazing, and they
Yeah.
laugh at the shit that we
don't-
laugh at. It's awesome.
I don't like doing them because I feel like I have to perform.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yes.
I can't just talk. I couldn't just
Yeah.
do this. Like if there was 300 people around
Yeah.
us while we're doing this, it's like, oh, that feels so super lame.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
Because you do feel like you have to hit it out of the park. Like everything you say has to
Yeah,
be amazing.
it's the crowd. There's a whole crowd. They're right there.
yeah.
You
I
know.
know. They're
The
like,
only way to have a real natural conversation is to do. Brian and I figured that out. We did it only once. We did it once at the Kevin
Norton.
Smith's place with
Smod
Jim
Castle.
Norton.
yeah.
Kevin Smith has a
At his
really
house?
cool.
Smod
No, he
Castle.
has the Smod Castle is it's a small theater.
It
It's
used
really
to be
small.
there. He moved it though.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he moved it to I think the Lovitz Club or something like
Yeah, I
that.
think he has like
Okay.
the third floor or something.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
We got to do something. We're going to do another podcast soon. We were texting each other back and forth, but we lost it. But real
Started
soon,
talking about vampires, didn't you?
I got to do his next. Started talking about vampires.
You're just
What do you
texting
mean?
back and forth business, and then you start talking about vampires or some bullshit.
He is so cool. Like
He's such a nice guy.
He's super normal
Yeah.
and super cool.
Yeah, very normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed doing his podcast and hanging out with him. He's just so just real comfortable.
Yeah, man.
You know.
No pretension.
Yeah, I mean, what a perfect guy to do podcasts. You could listen to the guy all day. He's a cool guy to listen to.
Yeah.
You know, that's the weird thing about this, what this podcast art form is. You know, because it really is kind of like an art form, the art form of the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
the interesting conversation, and knowing how much to talk, when to shut the fuck up, how to prod it out of other people. You know.
You know what I love? Can I tell you this one conversation I had with Kevin that I really
Sure.
admired? We're talking about like failure and defeat, and he's like, "Yeah, I did that. Was it Red State? Is that what it's called?"
Yeah.
And he was so damaged by that failure. Like he's like, "I don't know if I want to do another movie." And then
It didn't do well.
It didn't. I guess do commercially well, and he got a lot of shit for it or whatever. And
It's
I
a really
remember
good movie. Have you
looking-
seen it?
I have not. No.
It's fucking good.
But I grew up watching Clerks, Mallrats, like all the
This
hits.
is nothing like that.
It's like-
it's a crazy movie.
What's the
it's
premise of that?
I don't want to say too much, but it involves a crazy Christian church that's armed to the teeth, and a lot of people get killed. It's fucking nuts.
Nice.
It's a nutty fucking movie.
I personally want to see Clerks 3 other than that stuff.
You'd rather see that better? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Kevin Smith does what he does well is what he grew up doing, like these silly movies. I think that movie was okay, but I mean, if he was in the room, of course I would say it was awesome. But I know, I know
Oh,
he's
that's
not
so
in the room.
honest.
But I
That's so
honestly
honest.
thought, I don't know if it was the hype or what. I just thought, I kind of got angry.
Well, you and
about
I
it.
have different tastes when it comes to movies. There's been several times where you didn't like a movie and I liked it, and vice versa.
Yeah.
What was the most recent example, if you can remember? How'd you
yeah.
feel about the Avengers?
I liked it a lot. I didn't think it blew my mind. I won't buy it on Blu-ray type movie. Like I buy movies I like on Blu-ray all the time. But I won't buy that on Blu-ray. Like I don't care to see it again. I thought it was fun, but I don't think it's something I will watch again.
I thought it was brilliant.
I think Hulk was amazing. I thought
Really?
Iron Man
It's
was amazing.
Brilliant comic book movie. Couldn't get any better. That's what
Yeah.
I thought.
I loved
I don't
it.
think you
loved
can
the
get a
Hulk.
better comic book movie than the Avengers. That shit was off the chain. The new Hulk, that dude. What is the dude's name?
I don't know, but I like
Oh,
him.
it was worth it just for the Hulk and
He's
Iron Man.
great.
What's that guy's name that plays the Hulk? Do you know? Can you look that shit up?
Mark
Ari
Ruffalo.
Shaffir, ladies. Yeah, Mark
Ari.
Ruffalo. That's his name.
Yeah.
He's a fucking badass actor. That guy.
Yeah, this
He-
is who I saw the Avengers with in Denver.
Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's great. Yeah, we
He's
saw him in
awesome.
Denver.
What up,
He
man?
wasn't he the best Hulk ever? Like you really bought
Oh,
him
yeah.
as a scientist.
Yeah, he seemed cool about it,
Yeah.
but he was like, I've come to terms with this. When he was like,
Yeah.
I spit out the bullet the next day, it was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I believe that.
The way he just was a different. I believed him as a super scientist.
Wasn't he
More
the guy
than
that went nuts in that Vietnam movie?
Which one was that?
When they shot their drill instructor,
What movie
Full
was
Metal
that?
Jacket.
No,
He was in that?
he wasn't in that. Mark
No.
Ruffalo.
Who was the guy that went
No,
nuts?
that's Private Pile.
No,
You're
you're
thinking
thinking
of
of the
that
dude that's
guy.
on CSI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck's his
I
name?
like that guy a lot. He's real crazy.
I think the
He's
Hulk
super
was
crazy.
amazing.
Can we
but
get some backup on our facts here, you sleeping motherfucker? Jesus Christ.
Pete's
Hello,
fact
hello.
What's
checking.
his name?
Hello, Pete.
Fact check.
we all have iPhones.
Fact check that
we're
shit,
yelling at.
son.
No, the Hulk was great, and I think
Oh, yeah.
the next Hulk movie is going to be awesome. I think the next Iron Man. I think Iron Man was awesome, but there were so many characters in the Avengers I didn't really care about. Like I don't care about the Arrow guy.
Why do you have a bow and arrow, stupid?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I don't care
arrow
about the-
sucked,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Didn't we
And I don't
say
care
that?
about the girl with the gun. Like, what's your
Yeah,
superpower? You have a
who
gun.
cares?
And when they killed off that one guy, and everyone got sad, but it's like, you're not that sad. That's a minor character.
Right.
I
Stop
don't
it.
remember that
Her
part.
soup.
I
She
remember.
lets guys tie her up, and then she breaks free and kicks their
Yeah.
ass. Bitch, get
Whatever.
the fuck out of
I'm
here.
at work right now.
Who's tying you up and holding you down? That's
Did you see it in 3D?
yes, I did.
Did you think the 3D was amazing, or
I
did you
thought
thought
it
it was
looked
okay?
fucking amazing.
No.
It's
It
incredible.
was like, it's
Yeah.
whatever.
Sorry.
I
I
forgot it was there.
loved it.
Really? I
How
didn't
stoned
see
were
any
you,
I didn't
Joe?
see any 3D stuff.
Look, I was probably too stoned to walk, but I didn't have to walk.
I
You should
wanna
get someone to
see-
carry in a wheelchair when you're going to move.
That's ridiculous.
Just, hey,
If I'm
too
gonna
high.
get someone to carry me, it's gonna be in one of those old school king type things where you got like a dude
Like a
and there's
chariot?
poles and there's like a
have to
chariot.
hold on to the four
Yeah,
poles.
and I'm
The
on
four,
top, and I
yeah,
want
yeah.
like thin, like silk veils and
that'd be
shit, and I'll be
nice.
floating around on pillows,
Yeah.
just chilling.
I like that dream.
Yeah, me too.
When someone feeds me grapes, they're like, "Sup?"
Let's do it.
By the way, Ari, if you want anything to drink, just go to the bar. It's
Where's
got
the
it
bar?
covered. Outside, or there's a non-alcoholic drinks in here like C2O and stuff.
You don't want that.
Or you got tequila and whiskey here and shit like that.
If you want to get crazy, Shaffir.
Yeah, make a little tequila and whiskey mixer.
Yeah, you want to get a little crazy?
Call it Tekiski.
You want a little Crown Royal ski?
No, I don't. I'm not a boozer anymore. I'm considering telling club owners that I have one kidney,
Why are you considering doing that?
so they won't just bug me anymore. Come on, come drink.
Oh, wow, that's a good move.
Yeah.
That's actually smart.
Say I'm scheduled for kidney surgery.
Okay. What about next year?
Yeah. I'm
What's-
scheduled for kidney surgery. When you come back next year,
I had kidney
what you say?
surgery.
You don't talk about it.
You
Say what the
don't
fuck is
talk
it to you,
about
man?
it.
Want to talk
Yeah.
about my kidneys, bitch?
Do you want
Who
to
are you,
Do you
man?
want to 7
Just
and 7?
create like some
Mystique
fucking,
about it?
create like a distraction. Get mad about something the waitress did while you were on stage. Just become a prima donna. Think I'll never bring up your kidneys again.
Jimmy Carr told everybody I had ball cancer, and I survived it, and that's why my act is the way it is, because I don't give a fuck anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what people told me in Montreal. And I was like, where'd you hear that? They're like, Jimmy Carr. I'm like, he was clearly lying to you. And then I asked him, I was like, hey, good one. And he goes, oh, no, I thought that was the truth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He confused you with Tom Green.
Yeah, because you look a little like him,
No, you
maybe,
don't.
but
Oh,
not
maybe.
as.
I've never looked at Tom
Jewier.
Green and went, Ari.
Well, the beard, maybe.
Yeah, no, Ari's Ari.
Yeah.
No. Oh, thank you.
Who's on stage, brother?
I think Randy, and then I'm going up right now.
And when's Joey going up?
I think after.
Is he out there doing meet and greeting and
Yeah,
shit?
Yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Fucking love Joey.
Talking basketball.
We had him in here with Mike Dolce. Mike Dolce, he wanted to talk to Mike Dolce about diet And it became like like a lot of Joey trying to like skirt around questions and shit. And then they sort of nailed down that they were gonna work together. And now Joey's gonna like make little videos about it and shit and put it on Mad Flavors World. He's calling it the Dolce Challenge.
What is it? What
He's
does he
gonna
do?
he's gonna lose weight. He wants to get down to 275.
Who does?
Joey does.
Oh, okay. And Mike Dolce is going to try to get him to do it?
Yeah, Mike Dolce's gonna help him. They're gonna communicate back and forth with each other. We had Dolce, and just,
Is Dolce fat too?
Oh no! Mike Dolce is a nutritional
Is he a
advisor
fitness
to
guy? Oh,
MMA
okay.
guys.
Oh,
He's like
okay.
the number one guy that they call in when they want to straighten out their camp.
Really?
He comes in. He gives them the right foods. He makes it for them.
I love watching MMA guys struggle over whether or not to eat one French fry.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't fuck around with anything.
It's fun.
Man. When you're on a delicate balance, when you're training that hard, we train 2-3 times a day. You have this weird delicate balance where you need only good nutrients, only water, only vegetables and fruits and meat. You can't fuck around. You got no room for douching up your body with a piece of cake or take fries.
Sounds so unpleasurable.
It's the worst because they're all trying to lose a lot of weight.
Cake and fries.
A big
I
percentage of
couldn't do
fighters.
that.
Lost me at cake.
There's only like a couple championship level guys like Frankie Edgar's one who never worried about losing weight. He just fought at
Fighting
whatever
too
he weighs
heavy.
at. BJ Penn
Really?
did that too. When BJ Penn fought at 170, he just weighed whatever he weighed. He never even weighed 170. He was like 166.
He was like, that's it.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to lose any weight, and he was fighting guys who were coming down from like 190. There's like
To one?
to 170. Yeah, a lot of guys did that. They're big guys that I see them in the weigh-ins and they look one size, and then you see them at fight day when they've rehydrated,
Yeah.
and they're way bigger. It's crazy. It's a weird art form in itself. Just the learning how to cut weight, the discipline
do that?
involved is staggering.
How do you do it? You work up some and then you cut a bunch the last day?
The discipline involved is fucking staggering, man. In order to do a
What do you do? There's gotta be a
heavyweight
technique
cut,
to it, right?
there's a bunch of techniques. Yeah, you gotta first of all you gotta completely clean your diet up. You gotta lose as much as you can, in fat. Then you get to a certain point where you drink a lot of water. I believe you like flush your system out, and you get your system to get used to evacuating water very quickly because you're drinking like a gallon of water every
And trying to
fucking
get it
5
out.
or 6 hours. Yeah, and your body gets used to that, and then you cut it off.
And then it keeps
And
evacuating water.
Exactly. You cut it off, and then you get in a sauna, and you spit, and you run. You get on a treadmill while you're in a
I
rubber
would definitely
suit.
pass out.
Yeah. A lot of guys do, and you have to have somebody watching you while it happens, because a lot of guys get so dehydrated that they get dizzy.
What if they fall asleep in the sauna? That's
They
how you
have
die, right?
guys have you have somebody sits with you.
Oh.
Guys will have their buddies will sit with them. Their coach will sit with them.
Oh, you have a timer in the sauna.
Well, it's the timers. I guess it'll keep you from dying. But I mean, you don't want to fall asleep in the fucking sauna, especially a day before you're fighting in a cage. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I wish it wasn't a factor. I wish it wasn't real.
What, having to do that?
I
And
wish.
some guys used to bleed themselves?
No. Oh, well.
You're like, no.
Yeah.
No. Oh.
Yeah, there was that one case that may or may not be true. So I don't want to. I'm certainly not attaching any names to it. But allegedly, the urban myth goes
Gina Carano.
that they caught. No,
I'm joking.
how dare you? It was not her at all. She, I think she's done fighting. Right?
Oh, really?
She's done.
Probably. She's doing movies now.
She's doing movies, big movies.
Who was this, Broad?
Gina Carano.
She was
She was a big time MMA fighter, and then she fought. She's really pretty,
Cool.
and she fought this
this
woman.
pre-op transsexual who
woman
just
named
killed
Cyborg
her.
who's built like a guy.
Wow.
She's just ridiculously
She built like a
muscular.
guy, and then she started the steroids.
Yeah, I don't know if she did steroids, but she did get caught with them.
That's got to be rough for a woman.
But she had it on her possession and in her body.
I don't. I like to say that as a disclaimer. I don't know if she did steroids, but she did get caught using them. So I don't know.
I could not. I don't.
It's unfortunate,
Look
but
at it.
look, if a woman wants to be a badass fighter, the same thing that gets fighters to be able to have an unfair advantage, that works for women too. But it changes a woman's sexuality. Really, it makes them harder. They look.
Steroids.
Yeah, look, they become
I
men.
bet.
It's-
The testosterone
Yeah.
coursing through your veins.
And you can do it. A woman can do it. She can. If she chooses to, she can do it.
Hey, did you know that women aren't allowed in combat, like in the front lines?
Oh, yeah,
Wars
right?
In this country. And
That's-
even in Israel, they don't
that's
allow
a
it.
good
They're
thing.
going to. They just put a bill in the Senate for it.
Could you imagine
To
how
women in
many
the front lines?
girls would get captured in Afghanistan and what would happen to?
Yeah, it's pretty horrendous.
Yeah.
I know,
Imagine
dude.
that. Girls with guns
into
trying
it.
to kill men captured in
Yay.
Afghanistan. Whoa.
I mean, I'm all for equal rights, but that's really. I don't know if I can.
We had a guy in here the other day.
You don't like it?
I don't like it, and I'm a feminist, and I'm still not fucking. I don't even want guys to be fighting. Like I went there this time last year. I was there for 2 weeks.
What
in
if they had the
Afghanistan,
option?
And it was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Huh?
What if they had the option, girls? They were allowed if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Gotta leave it up to
I
them,
just
right?
don't want anybody fucking getting
We
blown
had
up.
this
Oh, yeah.
guy Shane Smith from Vice magazine in the
Uh-huh.
other day,
Yeah.
and he said that they're getting 200 suicide bombings a year,
So fucking.
and a lot of them are kids.
Oh yeah.
200 a year. Suicide bomb.
Wow.
He goes. They're
Every
dealing
day.
with a suicide bomb virtually every day.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
Oh, and the Taliban used children as human shields
Uh-huh.
constantly. Yeah.
Yeah, they did an interview with a guy where the guy said, I don't know the exact words,
Yeah.
but he admitted to the use of 6-year-olds for suicide
As
bombers.
human shield, as suicide bombers, they don't know.
Suicide
they're-
bombers.
Oh,
So fucked up.
They're using children suicide bombers. The way he described it is using children as a
Tools?
device,
I think
a
I'm next.
device to explode dynamite. It's
Um,
horrifying.
wow.
Yeah.
Like a trained dog.
Yeah, like a device, like a robotic thing that you send into the heart of the building and then explode. Fucking crazy, man.
Over what? Religious freedom?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I
They're
wish I
not
did
like
know.
us, you guys.
It's crazy. What the fuck in 2012 that they're rocking it like that? It's horrifying. We're so lucky.
You can't hang on to the old ways. You gotta
You
let it
can't.
go when it starts to move.
Yeah, these
You're just
people
delaying
are
the
clinging.
inevitable.
Yeah. Well, I hope the inevitable.
What's gonna happen? We're all gonna go back to what? Stone Age, like they want.
The worry is if something happens to us.
What do you mean?
The worry is if something, first of all, if something happens to all these nuclear power plants where we have to shut them down. That's a worry.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Germany's
now-
going nuclear free in like 30 years.
Yeah, I think a
By
couple
2040?
countries in Europe also went nuclear free as soon as this Fukushima thing happened.
Yeah.
That's a real concern.
They're like,
man.
why are we doing this? It's not. It's the danger. We can have alternative sources.
Yeah,
We're better now.
the unfortunate thing is I think once you start them up, I don't think you can really shut them off, man. I think
Huh.
it's really difficult. I think the whole thing with this Fukushima thing was that the power went off and they couldn't
And they just kept
couldn't
heating up
cool them
again.
down.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't put them all the way off. You can't just.
I don't know. Well, I know it leaves, no matter what you do, it leaves toxic waste that can fuck up and poison an environment for thousands and thousands of years.
The really horrible
You
thing
know.
is, where's that joint?
That joints, that professional rollers got it. Oh, through the air. Look at you guys.
I'm not gonna let it fall. Am I some kind of animal?
Powerful Shaffir. We're going to Edmonton, dude.
Yeah. One day.
We're gonna fuck that place up. It's gonna be fun.
Potentially throw that wide.
How dare you?
Little
That's
wide.
me.
How dare you?
Yeah, that place is fun, River Creek.
Yeah, it's great.
It's already sold out, right?
Yeah,
That's
we're
fun.
gonna have a good time. Edmonton's fun. They're wild up there, man.
It's warm now too.
Yeah,
Remember we
yeah.
went out to Grand Prairie and it was warm till it was light till like 11:30.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's high up there, man. Yeah, that weird tour we did of Canada, that was
Mhm.
interesting.
They were like, "There's 1,000 people in this city," and we were like, "Well, how are we gonna have anyone to come to the show?" He goes, "They'll all be there." It's like they were.
The whole town was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, when they describe like what it is, that it's like mining money, that people,
Yeah, mining town.
they go up there to mine.
People just go there for make bank.
Yeah, there's a lot of money apparently in mining, and so they need some entertainment.
And they end up
Crazy.
paying everybody.
Yeah, Canada is so much different than America. It's really wild.
It's so beautiful in the summer, and it's horrible in the winter. It's so cold.
so bad. When you're in Montreal and it's January and that fucking cold just rips your face off, you're like, Jesus!
Yeah.
We were there recently for the UFC, and our driver was telling us how for 2 weeks the power was out once in January because everything got
2
froze.
weeks?
Yeah, everything got frozen over with
crazy?
like ice and frozen rain, and it took down the power lines, and the power all went out. And it took like weeks for them to get it back on. Yeah, and people were like huddled up together and lighting fires in their fucking bathtub and shit.
Oh, I'd be like 2 hours in. I'd be like, I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you
Just
do,
put a
man.
gun on my face. Let's just.
You have to all sleep in one room with a fucking, one of those Weber grills growing.
Like the kid from Willy Wonka.
Yeah, but then the problem is you'll die because that carbon monoxide will fucking kill you.
Oh yeah.
All that smoke is surely gonna make you gag, and then so you'd have to leave the windows open, which would kind of defeat the whole purpose of having a stove in there in the first place.
Yeah.
The fuck would you do for 2 weeks? That had to be horrible. I hope those people had actual fireplaces. That would be the only hope. That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Especially when you consider how cold Toronto is.
Just stay warm inside. I guess
Fucking
not at all, really.
Toronto is cold, son.
Are you? Is the UFC gonna do a giant thing in Canada again?
I'm sure they would do one again, especially if it was a big GSP fight.
Yeah.
Another one at the Rogers Center. That was amazing. And that was the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life.
Was it so loud when he came out?
Oh, it was insane.
Were there a bunch of other Canadians on the bill?
Yes.
They're
a lot
pretty
of
smart about that. I
Canadians.
like that.
Yeah, of course. In Brazil, you have to have Brazilians fight.
Yeah.
Like in Canada. In Canada, it's getting to the point where there's really high-level Canadian guys in almost every league class.
Really?
Yeah, there's
So
a
they can
lot
do
of
it?
high-level Canada guys now. Canada has a really strong MMA population. They're some of the most exuberant fans too.
Yeah.
Like
I do way better in Canada.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Like stand-up wise?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Even in the spring when it's warm,
Yeah.
they shouldn't be coming.
Well, this podcast is right now, we're number 3 in comedy on iTunes, but I've been number 1 out of all things in Canada.
In Canada.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I've been
That's
number
what it
1 out
is.
of all things once in America.
I'd love to do a tour from left to right.
Yeah.
Like go all the way from start in Vancouver and just do all
Yeah.
the.
How about we start in Alaska?
Alaska, Anchorage, man. Now's the time.
Yeah.
It's getting lighter, less.
Yeah.
But it is warm now. It'll probably be like 80 degrees. What's the weather
Yeah,
like?
we
in
need to
Anchorage?
do it in
It's
like
already-
June or some shit. June or July.
Yeah. That's now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of taking a trip up there.
Yeah, but we could totally do like a Death Squad tour.
Yeah, because we should. I mean, Canada.
Now you want a tour, man. You had a good time in
Oh,
Columbus,
dude,
huh?
I want to.
Yeah, just go boom, 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 boom.
Is that what it is?
You know what's
It
great?
changed
You know,
for you?
it feels so good not having to work though while you're doing it. Like just being able to sit there and be like, oh, I get to hang out with the people and talk to people and like, like you get to meet people that like what you do. It's so much better than like running around working. It's totally different.
Of course it is. So you associate the road with your
work.
job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so well, that's good. You have a different perspective of it.
It's weird
doing it as stand up, but you gotta really dedicate some time to stand up and like fucking go after it, man.
Yeah.
You could make a living doing clubs.
Yeah.
All over the place easily.
Well, I think me and Joey, with the success of the first one, we're talking about breaking up and making little Death Squad shows.
That's a great idea.
Like he's going to bring like Ari or somebody or whatever, or and then I'll bring Sam Tripoli or.
Come on, man! You guys could pack places all over the country
and just go hit the B market. Hit the B markets. The markets you don't get. Like
no, it doesn't matter. Hit all of them. Hit everything you can get, man.
But there's so many places like you would never know, like St. Louis, Missouri. You haven't been there in a long ass time, and there's so many fucking people in St. Louis, Missouri.
We're gonna do some more tour shit. I'm gonna start doing some little theaters too. I'm doing some theaters in one in San Francisco and one in Seattle. I think that's
really
booked. I think that's
Wilbur
for November.
Theater. Is that the Wilbur Theater?
No, the Wilbur's in Boston.
Oh,
yeah.
No, the Moore. The Moore is in Seattle.
The Moore's in Seattle. Yeah, I don't know if I'm at the Moore. I'm in what?
I'll tell you where the fuck right now. Hold on.
But
yeah, you're actually you have like day after day, which is crazy. And
by the way, it's cold as fuck in Alaska right now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
San Francisco, you're at the
high of 62.
San Francisco.
That's not cold.
Yeah, but it's
You're
not
so
warm.
silly. It's cold as fuck.
62.
Dude, you guys are crazy. You
No.
don't go out in temperatures like that.
November
You lock the doors
2nd.
and make soup.
November 2nd, you're in San Francisco at the Nob Hill Masonic Center. Then the next day, you're in Seattle, Washington at the Moore Theater.
The
Doing a
Nob
pop-up.
Hill Masonic Center. That sounds awesome.
Sounds like a cult theater or something.
That sounds pretty dope. That does sound
You
dope.
should do something where it's like go to sleep, wake up the next day, drive 2 hours, go to the next place. go to sleep, wake up next day, drive 2 hours, go to the next place.
Yeah, I could, or I could just do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you're like, I could do none of that. What are you talking about?
Keep the shit easy. I'm gonna complicate myself with some fucking Ari Shaffir world tour idea, and I'll be your promoter. We can.
Ari, have you tripped on acid lately? Have you done anything crazy lately? Or?
I tested some. I got some, and I let my friend test it for me. So, going to test some acid for me? Where'd you get it? It's like, I got it. I don't know. I don't really know the source.
Yeah, you
And is it
never
good?
should. Never should. Like,
Yeah, he likes it a little weak, but pretty good.
never answer that question.
What?
Someone says, "Where'd you get it?" Never answer that question.
What?
Who the fuck are
That's
you?
good, man. Because knowing that acid's good already and having somebody already test it's like awesome to know. Because then
Yeah.
you're like, okay,
Then I
that's
know
a good
dosage.
trip.
Then you know dosage. I'm all about dosage. You
That's a
got to
good
let people
idea.
know. What's your tolerance? Okay, how much do you
See,
smoke?
I would do
how
acid
much
now.
do you eat?
I would do acid now, and just knowing that somebody has done it,
Yeah.
tested it for real.
Yeah, it's way easier.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying that it's illegal, huh?
You need to.
Yeah,
you-
what the fuck?
Joe, will you
Stop
ever
it.
do acid?
I would have to know it's really clean and pure. I would have to know
Clean
that you
and pure
guys
what?
done
So do
it.
liquid.
Oh, other
That's
people have
good
done it.
shit. Yeah, I don't want to fuck around and take a chance of me being incapacitated.
Yeah. Has that
It's
ever
it's
happened?
too tricky as far as like dosage and where you get it. It's just I'm having a wonderful time not doing it.
On the podcast earlier, we had talked about the cannibalism that happened in Florida, and you attributed that what he was doing to bath salts. But I guess the rooters are saying that it was actually LSD, which is
Reuters.
crazy.
They say-
Reuters.
Reuters. They
What did I
said-
say? Reuters.
Reuters. Yeah, I don't think they're saying that anymore. I
They
think
said it's
Are they?
coke. They said it was coke. Coke
Really?
psychosis.
I think they're saying it's this bath salt shit, which is
He was snorting
a
bath
type
salts?
of
So
no.
random.
They call it bath salts. They call it that.
Oh.
That's so they sell it in head shops.
Yeah.
What it
Oh.
is a type of meth where a molecule has been changed, so it's technically legal, but
Oh,
it
nice.
gives you some crazy super meth like effects, and it makes people hallucinate.
Okay.
And apparently on Arrowid, there's trip reports on Arrowid.
What's
I
Arrowid?
think it's arrowid.org.
Oh, you got to go there. Ari.
Yeah,
It'll be
it's
your favorite
the most
website.
amazing website
Drug
for
site?
psychedelic literature and information.
Earwid.
It's a great website.
Oh,
Spelled
nice.
out.
EROWID. Arrowid.
Yeah.
EROWID. Okay.
Yeah, and it's all things psychedelic.
Oh,
And
nice.
apparently
Really
there's some
cool.
trip reports about
Pull
this
this up right
stuff,
Yeah.
and they're all bad. This is according to Duncan. Duncan told me this. He said it was all like it's crazy, like horrible experiences that these people had on this this stuff, and they're selling it legally. You can like order it and have it
Really?
delivered. Yeah, it's illegal.
Okay, here's what I don't get.
They haven't figured out how to shut it down yet.
Here's what I don't get. Why did the cops have to shoot that guy that was
Because he was eating that guy's
He's-
face.
But
20
couldn't
minutes.
they just push him over?
Yeah.
Why is that not an option?
Yo, he was on top of a guy eating a guy's face.
I agree with
But
Ari,
he
though.
looked up and snarled and growled at the guy. It's like that. Just hit him with your nightstick.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Shoot
just
that
pull him off.
fucking crazy.
You're the only
face
other guy,
eating
Brian.
monster.
You're the only other guy that's been on my
No,
side on
You
this.
guys
Really?
are
Yeah, you can
crazy.
arrest someone.
No, he
You
doesn't
can
have a
also
gun pointing
stop
at the
the
cops. You know,
nonsense.
It wasn't like he was running at him saying, "Stone."
he wasn't eating with a gun,
Yeah.
like pointing at the
Oh
cops.
my
There was no reason that
God.
the cops couldn't just grab him, like, dude, what the fuck are you doing, and take
what
him off.
are
of him.
you
Yeah.
talking about?
Just push the guy over.
What
I'm
you guys
totally-
are absolutely
I agree.
insane.
I agree with you.
I think you should shoot everybody that's eating someone's face.
Let the court shoot him later.
That's a t-shirt.
I wanted to hear a
across the
story.
world.
He shot him twice. He shot him. He got up.
Yeah, no,
And
they
shoot him
shot
again.
they shot him 6 times, Ari. 6 times. And he kept eating the guy's face. He went back to eating the guy's face.
Good luck getting that through legislature, Joe.
That's what I say.
Shoot someone who's
Yeah, that's how
eating
you know
the
this. That's how you know this government's corrupt, because that's what the people want.
Heroin.
Arrowid,
Arrowid.
EROWID, Arrowid.
How was your set tonight, Randy?
It was great. I'd never been in that room.
That's a good room.
I walked right into the small room, and I was like, small turnout.
There's no one in there.
Fucking 0 people in there, man.
Ari's shirt's being shown behind Joe. It's for sale right now on arishaffir.com. It's one of my favorite shirts ever. How are shirts doing
nice.
for you? Did you ever get that stupid shit?
Yeah, I went
taken?
today.
Was it easy? What happened?
First of all, fan of the podcast.
Oh, really?
Worked me
Boom.
through City Hall or whatever it was.
Are you
that's
serious?
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
Great.
awesome.
This guy named Kellen. He was really cool about it.
And which one did you go to? The Chatworts or
Van Nuys.
Van Nuys. Oh,
Yeah. I was up in the morning. Yeah, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll go there.
awesome.
And yeah, it's free. First of all.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, you don't have to pay. Just
What?
So you can set up to pay the California state taxes.
Oh, so that you can
Yeah.
just prepay. Yeah, unfortunately, when you sell a shirt, it seems like a really easy thing to do, but then you have to realize you have to pay tax, you have to collect tax for Los Angeles, and you also have to collect like not two different kinds of Los Angeles taxes.
Yeah, you don't have to carry a bucket around or anything.
No, no.
It's really just moving numbers.
Brian also.
But
you
are
have
you
to
doing
collect
this?
them.
Are you like
Calculations.
checking? Do you have a piece of paper and you're putting a graph down every time you sell a shirt? And like, I have
Oh,
Whole
the ones in
Foods.
California will slide to a different folder and you just count those up.
Yeah, that's like a 4-day process right there, right?
What a pain in the dick. That's a job, man.
It is a job.
A lot of people do that shit.
You have a bookkeeper. That's what bookkeepers are for, right? You need a bookkeeper.
Bookkeeper?
Yeah.
Only word in the English language where you have doubles 3 times in a row. Double letters.
Bookkeep.
Wow.
How'd you know that?
That's fascinating.
I think Electric Avenue. I believe. No, the Electric Company. What is it? What was that show?
The Electric Company.
Yeah,
Remember
with
that?
Bloodhound
Yeah.
Gang and
Yeah.
yeah, I think it was that.
Well, it was the electric company one that had Spider-Man in it, and it was like, what? Why are they mixing Spider-Man up with like
Maybe.
teaching?
Maybe.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, they had Spider-Man just running around like, and it was like a weird version of Spider-Man, like really cheesy, and I think he tried to teach people things, if I remember. Yeah.
Cartoon or act out?
No, act out, like
Dude,
guy wearing a
yeah.
horrible suit.
I don't remember that at all.
Spider-Man.
I have a vague memory of it.
Electric company.
It's weird what they do to try to get kids
Yes.
attracted to stuff. Like fucking Barney the dinosaur. Like whose idea was that? Whose idea was like a big giant purple lizard that's really friendly?
Yeah.
Here's,
oh wow,
here's,
Spider-Man.
here's from the electric company. This was out of nowhere.
This
they'll
was
just
the
play
Electric
this.
Company?
Yeah, this is they'll just play this for no reason.
They probably
Spidey
got the rights
meets
to him.
the Yeti.
I bet he beats that Yeti's ass.
An abominable snowman, known to his friends as the Yeti, threatens a large metropolitan area. You're about to find out as Spidey meets the Yeti.
That kid's got such a New York accent.
I know, man.
It's a warm summer day,
wow.
and a young woman is about to refresh herself with a double scoop fudge ripple ice cream cone. When suddenly,
It sounds like a New York
See what I mean?
Spider-Man is in this?
Yes.
Oh my god, he just got a cutout face. It's just a bit.
That's the Yeti.
That's
Yeti
Yeti's
sat
being
on their
sexually
ice cream.
aggressive.
Fucking, that's some gay shit right there.
This is weird.
Yeah.
Hey, you come back here. You just bent my cone.
This is what Spider-Man's gonna solve.
jogging to keep in shape.
Oh my god, this is so strange.
He was jogging by to keep in shape. Rewind that. He said what? Spider-Man was just jogging by.
Spider-Man, who's been out jogging to keep in shape, appears on the scene.
Some big furry monster just came in here and sat on
And that's
my
a black
double
Spider-Man.
scoop
Look at that.
fudge
You can tell he's
ripple
standing.
Ice cream cone.
He doesn't talk. He just makes.
You're
doesn't
telling
even
me.
talk.
I mean, the parks just aren't safe anymore.
He has like
Look,
a
you better
cartoon
catch
bubble
this
out of his
furry
head that says,
monster or
"What a
I'm gonna
shame."
Stop reading your comic books.
That's a creepy ass
He's
Spider-Man.
thinking, not that.
So Spidey sets off to try and find
That's a wolf.
Oh my
It
god.
sounds like a punk.
Like a mob soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I remembered.
Wow.
I remembered being a
Yeah.
kid going, that's fucked up.
Wow.
That's not what I think Spider-Man's like at all.
How did you remember that, Brian? That's
Because
so
I grew up with Electric Company and Sesame Street and Bert and Ernie having gay sex in the bathtub. And
I think that's actually where I learned the bookkeeper thing.
I can't believe that you remembered that, man. That was incredible.
I was a big Spider-Man fan.
I was too. Huge.
Yeah.
Spider-Man was one of my favorite comic books.
I like that he was still had normal guy problems.
Yeah.
Still had a fucking some
Good.
bitch girlfriend telling him what to do.
God damn it.
Getting mad about something.
Telling Spider-Man what to do. Bitch, I'm not saving the world.
You ever get that itchy in your nose?
Mm-hmm. All day, son.
What is that?
It's cocaine.
It's not cocaine. I always feel like I want to
Pussy
tell
hairs.
Are you guys like really disgusted that your nose hairs when you get older gets really out of control, and then sometimes you have the little fucking leg around your fucking looks like you have a pierced nose, but it says
Joan Osborne style.
Dude, do you go in there with a nose cleaner thing?
Yeah.
I go in there with one of those nose weed whacker things.
Oh, see, I just fucking grab a bundle or a faggot is what, or whatever it's called, and I just fucking pull that faggot right out.
Oh man. I was on the way to a shoot, and I realized I had crazy nose hair, and I was on the way to a shoot, and I stopped like at whatever store it was.
Shave it.
I stopped. I had to find a pair of scissors. Like I was like desperate because I was like, I'm gonna be on camera, and like I stopped at a fucking army surplus store and bought a pair of scissors, and it was like we have a $10 minimum. So then I spent like 10 minutes walking around trying to buy something else, and I bought like a just like a shirt. It's like, what am I doing here?
$10 minimum at a store?
It was at a weird army surplus store.
Even with cash?
With card. I just had a card.
Okay.
Oh, with a card.
with cash.
I was like, that's the weirdest thing I've
They
ever
still
heard
hit
of.
you with that once in a while, like $5 minimum, $10. And you're like, dude, come stop it.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, I think it's just they have processing fees for their credit cards.
But $10, that's a lot, man. I guess, I don't know. Whatever. It's an army surplus store. People aren't usually buying one pair of scissors to trim their nose hair. It's not a common thing.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do, man, with scissors. Why don't you get one of those little...
Well, I was just like on the way. I had like pulled over to get coffee, and I was
just
like,
grab those bitches. Like,
oh, there's so many. When you pull a lot of them out, man, because that's you get that thing
powerful.
where your eyes start watering.
Yeah, that's what I live for.
Man.
Like when you try to pop a zit, you don't quite do it.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's connected to the back of your eyeballs or some
That's
shit.
me all day.
I can do that with one or two, but when it's like, oh fuck, I've been really not taking care of myself.
I saw
That's
Joan
my
Osborne.
goal.
I saw Joan Osborne at Lilith Fair.
Yeah.
And I went with a bunch of lesbians. And I remember thinking, like, not being comfortable to say it, but I was like really into her, Joan Osborne.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I want to say, like, I want to. And then the girl next to me was like, man, I want to fuck her. And I was like, yeah, right?
Wow.
We commiserated.
I wonder what she's up to.
Joan Osborne?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you segue into Joan Osborne? How'd you do that?
I said that the nose hair. He said the nose hair grow. Yeah, just out of every podcast already talks about Joan Osborne.
My mind is constantly going on. Right
what was
here,
her
like,
big song? What was her big song?
The God song.
What if God
was one of us?
Yeah.
That whole album was pretty good.
Wow. Yeah, I remember that song was great.
Man in a Black Dress was good.
Super curly hair.
What
right?
happened to her? It's so hard.
I don't know.
Man.
One album, right?
Well,
she had one more.
The music business is brutal.
Didn't hit. That's it.
The music business is a brutal business. We're so lucky. Stand up is like, especially now with the world of podcasting opening up. Stand up is like the easiest thing ever, like to navigate as a professional. You know, like musicians, they have to rely on a bunch of other musicians.
Clubs.
They have to all get together. They need to perform at clubs.
Oh yeah.
They need to prove that they have some sort of a following to get into clubs. They have to all get along.
I wonder what happens to the Sklar brothers. One of them just doesn't feel like it tonight.
They seem to get along great, those dudes.
Yeah,
I guess we could probably barely even understand what it's like to have a you. Like they're twins for folks who don't know.
Yeah. I perform with someone a lot. I do stand up solo, but I also have a comedy partner.
Who?
Davey Johnson.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So
I thought you guys just do sketch together.
Well, it's kind of like we do
sketch on stage.
Whatever. We do everything. Yeah.
Who's on stage? Thank you. Who's on stage?
Joey Diaz.
I'd have a beer.
He's about to get off, and then Christina's about to go on.
I saw the Sklars last week.
What are those?
I got to watch a little bit of Joey Diaz, and I'm gonna come right back.
Yeah. Where are they?
I'll go get him.
Oh, thanks.
See you, Joe.
I'll be back. I need to watch a little Joey Diaz.
Very nice.
For the soul.
So how often do you do that with Davey?
Well, we do the Tomorrow Show once a week. That's where we met.
Oh, really?
So we do that. We've been doing that for 4 years.
That's with Bush?
No, that's the Midnight Show.
That's the Midnight Show.
Yeah. Ron Lynch. Started with Brendan Small, Ron Lynch.
Is there a sketch scene?
I don't know, because I don't really do sketch. What we do is so different. It's just like we basically interrupt that show once a week, and sometimes it's like sketchy, sometimes it's improv-y, sometimes it's stand-up-y. So it's like we perform at the Ice House together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like we'll be introduced as we're called the Door Knockers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because well, we were on that show. We met at that show, and there's a door that goes straight to the street.
Yeah.
And whenever the host was on stage, we would knock on it and basically just interrupt the show, and people would be like, "What?" And now people are like, they know that's what we do. We don't do it we don't knock on the door every week. But then Ron Lynch started calling us the door knockers, kind of making fun of us.
Yeah.
And we're like, perfect. It's a great name. I like your beard, Ari.
Oh, thanks. It's as long as it's ever been.
I'm at that same point too with mine.
Hey, do you ever get zits in the back of your hair?
Oh fuck yeah, man! They're
And
like
you can't
ingrown.
really see them. Is that what it is? I think it's ingrown hair.
Ingrown
When I try to
hairs
pop it,
in
but it's
there.
only to pop.
Yeah, some of them you get to pop, but you got to find one way to do it. Is find that hair.
And then pull that out.
Yeah, get that hair out of there.
It's so gross.
It is gross. Yeah, I have a joke where it's like,
whenever I shave a beard, I find those like there's like things that I've picked at.
I say my beard's a win-lose because it hides the acne it causes. Because it's like I wouldn't have that fucking acne, but also it's hidden.
But also it's fine.
Yeah.
I tried to shave my beard the other day, and I've never had beards until like a year or so ago, and I felt like I looked goofy and dumb. And I'm like, fuck, I already hate my old face now. I'm so used to my beard. I'm like, oh, my it seems like my lip. Yeah, my lip. Yeah, my lip seems like it's like Homer Simpson now or something.
Yeah, I haven't shaved my beard in...
Is it a lip?
6 years.
Really?
Yeah, I've never done stand-up without it. Not for that reason. I'm just saying, like, that's how long it's been since I've shaved my beard.
You still making pickles?
Still making pickles, yeah.
I'm gonna trade you pickles. I'm gonna make you a little bag of my pickles. You make some of yours.
Cool, man. I still have some I have some in the cupboard still.
Okay.
And they're like my favorite. They're like
pickle makers.
German. They're like a Berlin style. It's like sweet but not super sweet.
Okay.
There's a pickle company in LA that makes a pickle like that. They're so good.
Wow.
Yeah, because they're kind of sweet pickles are too sweet.
Yeah.
But these ones have like
sweet pickles are great.
They're so sweet though.
Sweet pickles are great.
Really?
But these ones are like they have like a sweetness, but they're still like they're dill mustardy. Delicious.
Okay, I have to try it.
Ari, how's the podcasting going? Did you end up podcasting that guy from the other night? He was a comic from I think Sweden.
Oh yeah, I think I might do it tomorrow, or I might have taken too long and forgotten.
Who was that guy? Who?
He was a friend of Jason Rouse's.
Yeah. Are you still enjoying doing podcasting? Cool. Are you like?
Yeah, it's hard to remember to call people and get like a interview going and find out when and like fuck. Okay, I gotta call somebody.
And you've been very strict though.
I don't know how.
I've been really surprised knowing you, Ari, that you've been doing it every single week,
every Monday.
Yeah, and you haven't. Now, when are you going to do two?
Two in a Monday?
Do you think you'll ever do that?
No, I can't imagine. I try to build up some when I have to go on the road. I'm like, all right, I got to get 3 or 4 saved up.
What about adding video? Will you ever do that?
It's more work.
Tom Segura just did it. Just do it Ustream.
I just do most of mine. I take with me. I just go like I'll like when I go to Neil's. Like I did Neil, and it was like I was in Venice. So I was like, hey, I'll be in Venice tomorrow. Can I come by then? Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, sure. So it's like tough to set up when I go somewhere. It's called Ari Shaffir Skeptic Tank for the people listening.
It's a great podcast, and the thing that I like about it is that it features one topic, which is interesting for a podcast because a lot of podcasts, random, just whatever happened in that day. Yeah. But you try to, at least you used to, you try to stick to that topic.
Yeah, I still do it. I let myself meander a little bit, but then I go back to it. And I started on Death Squad.
That's right. Old Death Squad.
They're all still there.
You'll be back one day.
Come back right now. You gotta. If you ever say that, you gotta say you'll be back.
Yeah, I did that. I say that all the time when I can. I've been podcasting so much lately, though, that I'm really tired of doing it, and it sucks because it feels like now you can't quit. You can't quit. You can't stop.
Oh yeah,
like it's like it's like a hobby. Like oh yeah, I started Twitter. I started Facebook, but then you're like. You can't stop. No. Yeah.
Yeah, I looked down the road. I'm like, wait, am I going to do this in 5 years? I don't think so. I don't know. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
If I were to stop, though, or if you were to stop, or any of us, we would get fucking shit on everywhere we go, and it would like totally backfire.
There'd be no fun fire.
So
what would happen if like
fucking podcasting is like a tattoo, though? You know,
you can't get rid of it.
You can't get rid of it.
And everyone has that old one that they're embarrassed about.
Oh, I have more than one. Dude, the latest thing that most embarrassed about is that this girl that I know who's been writing books lately, she's a comic, and she wrote a chapter in her book about me. And she changed my name and everything like that. But it paints me as like the most grossest, awful, like Jabba the Hutt love maker in the world. Where to the point where she's describing where. Like, I guess I went down on her, and then I had the blankets, like, over my gross body and, like, covering her, or whatever, because she was cold while I was eating her out. and I guess I farted, and I made like a fucking
A
bubble, a fart bubble, and it just like slowly poofed out when she was getting more and more excited.
Oh, yeah, she must have hated you when you were eating her pussy too. She's acting like you're such a piece of shit, but she was letting it get chomped on, bro.
Oh fuck, Joey Diaz is here.
Joey Diaz.
Good.
Very nice. So now, wait, what happened to your girl? Tell that story.
That's it. That's all that
Drinker's
happened.
here now,
He just
man.
left.
Brian had a story?
Oh, he's talking about a girl who wrote
Mid-story,
a book
he
about
left.
him eating her pussy.
Oh yeah, what happened to the story? You didn't finish it.
Can you hear me, Pete?
Yeah, I got you. Bro.
So the whole chapter in the book is just like about our brief, how we dated for like a couple months, and she really painted me as really disgusting, and now I'm really down on myself because she in the chapter she called me an average lover. She called me like it was horrible reading.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know how much she made up because like in my opinion, I think a lot of it was you know spiced up a little to be funny. But then I think about like, did I ever fart while going down on a girl while really drunk? Probably. But did I think she could hear it?
Because you were focusing, dude.
Yeah.
You focus on something, they're gonna fly out.
Joe, I was telling him how this girl that I know, she's been writing books lately, and she wrote a chapter about.
Who's been writing
changed
books
her name.
lately? Who's that?
A girl that you know
Drive.
wrote a chapter about you?
Yeah,
That seems kind of
she
rude.
changed my name, but it's kind of
Oh,
funny.
well then
It's-
shut
it's
the
a-
fuck
It's
up.
a comedy book, but it's funny.
She changed your name. Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
She did you a service, rather.
Yeah.
She changed your name.
What's up, baby?
What's up?
Ari Shaffir's beard. That's the coolest.
It's
fucking
awesome.
Beard.
Thanks.
It is really
Savage
Don't
at this
touch
point.
it. That's a Fidel.
I've
That's
done
when he went
nothing
into
to
the
it.
mountains.
You made me start.
That's 1959. That's how his beard looked when he told the fucking judge that history will absolve me.
Really?
They let him out. That motherfucker went into the mountains. He grew his beard. He made everybody grow the beard. He came back, and they stormed into the casinos, the gorillas.
There's something about a beard that just says, I don't give a fuck.
But a Fidel beard, have you looked at it?
No, is it like wispy at the end?
Oh, it's so fucking insane. It's so him and Che's beard towards when they took over was so fucking real. You know,
Yeah.
there's no Norelco razor in the mountains of fucking Oriente.
They just cut it with scissors once in a while.
Scissors,
a
rocks,
razor.
whatever the fuck they had.
Yeah. How you doing, Joey? How's your knee?
Good. Everything's good, man. No more pain. The calf pain went down. I had an acupuncture throw the needles in that fucking spot, and she broke it up, and it's not hard no more at all. So it
That's
feels
nice.
That's good.
No, it feels really good. Thank God, man. And they told me it took, but those surgeries take time. You just can't jump up and start doing jumping jacks and shit. They take time, you know. And
Yeah.
but they say your knee feels better than what it did originally. So
You know, those squats that they were making you do, those things are great to do just for the rest of your life.
yeah,
man.
I do them for the rest
body
of
weight
my life.
squats.
I do them with the ball on the back. and-
It's a powerful, underrated exercise.
Squats?
Body weight squats.
They should have a old man workout. Just those old man workout, like the stuff that still really works.
Well, anything that works on a young body works on an older body. You just have to be careful. You just have to warm up. But what we're talking about is just simple body weight squats.
Yeah,
It
no, I'm
seems
saying, but like
super
stuff
easy.
that you used to think like your grandfather used to do.
Body weight squats are something that like wrestlers do, like like the people that are in the best shape do.
Really?
They're not easy.
Dorsets are
You're
hard.
talking about hundreds of them.
Yeah.
You know, the first 40 body weight squats are easy. The last 60 are fucking really hard. The first time you go to 100, and then when the first time you go to
first 40 would be
200,
good.
some guys like these Carl Gotch guys, these like sick conditioning guys. He was a wrestler, like a catch wrestler, real famous old school guy. He wouldn't even work with a guy for a year. For a whole year, he wouldn't work with a guy. The whole year was all strength and conditioning. That's all the fuck he wanted you to do. He wanted you to do crazy body weight squats, crazy chin-ups, crazy push-ups. He had these maces. It was a giant cannonball on the end of an iron pole, and you would swing this fucking thing around. He had all these crazy
What?
fucking exercises, climbing ropes. He wanted the dude to be a physical specimen, and then he would teach him how to wrestle.
What is that? A mace? What's that weapon?
It's like a weapon. Yeah, it's like a weapon, but it's for exercise. It's a mace ball. It's a long iron pole, and on the end of it is like a cannonball, and you
Yeah.
swing it around. It's very awkward, and it gives you insane forearm and shoulder strength,
Yeah.
and back strength, core strength. It's all that stuff that, anytime you're like swinging things around like kettlebells or club bells, it gives you this weird sort of fluid strength. You know, so he would have these guys doing all this crazy shit for a whole year before he would even show them how to wrestle.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, you didn't want any bullshit. He wanted you wrestling for 5 minutes and then, I got to take a break, coach. He's all about conditioning. You got to get your body into top condition, and then I'll show you my shit.
It's like there's some languages you have to learn a whole different. You have to like learn Mandarin, Chinese, and then you have to know that that's like one alphabet of like I don't know what it is. But you have to learn a whole language just to learn the other language.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like certain languages have like 3 alphabets or something.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Sounds terrible.
It sounds like a lot of learning.
Fucking Chinese. They have thousands of those characters.
Yeah.
Thousands to write that stuff. You know, I still know how to write karate in Japanese.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I used to write
Yeah,
Taekwondo in Korean all the time.
1,000 times a fucking notebook.
My notebook in school, I used to write Taekwondo in Korean.
Little fucking thing, boom, dot, 2 lines and a J with 2 dots, and a thing on the top with a thing on the side.
Yeah. I was gonna get a tattoo of that when I was younger.
It's amazing how, I was raised in that time when Bruce Lee was alive and then he died. And I saw the growth. And the growth of martial arts after he died was just fucking insane. And the gis and all that shit.
Oh, yeah. Remember when dudes used to walk around in the projects with kung fu outfits on?
It's so funny when you listen to the Wu-Tang Clan. Because everything they
still
talk
adore
about,
it.
they still embrace the tiger style, kung fu and all this. And it's so big in those areas. Like if you go to Harlem, they got Harlem.
Why? Why did the blast catch on so hard?
Bro, they got some schools in Compton, like Crenshaw, it's the main school, the one that you've seen in Enter the Dragon when he goes in to say goodbye. Mm-hmm. Those motherfuckers are still there. They're called like BBK or something. They got the BDK Kempo, and they're the brothers with the afros, with the fists and the usses and the fucking.
Really?
Yeah, this guy that I used to know, it was a pool player. I used to go there and train with those guys.
They're still
this
there.
Older black cat.
You know, Fred
been going there
Williamson's
forever.
still around.
Is he?
Fred Williamson still looks like he did 30 years ago.
Really?
James Brown looks fucked up. The guys from 3 the Hard Way. Jim Kelly does not look bad. I've seen Jim Kelly. Don't fucking look bad, Jim Kelly. He's 60.
No shit. Wow.
He's still around. You know, Bob Wall's still around telling
Yeah,
stories.
I know
selling
Bob
real estate
Wall.
up in Calabasas and all up there.
Bob Wall, my dentist, he's like in the same building, so I got to meet him.
No shit.
Yeah, very nice. I met him a couple times now. Very nice guy.
Very nice guy.
And
So
he's
this
I mean, he was in Enter the Dragon, man.
Yeah,
right?
bro. It's listen, if you just take your car and go on Burbank Boulevard and on Magnolia and just drive and just look at the old martial arts schools that are still alive. Benny the Jet is still on that fucking corner, bro.
Where's Benny the Jet now?
He's on Cahuenga and either Burbank. Next time I go, I'll make a mental note for you so you can stop in and say hello to him. But he's there.
I told you a story about when I trained there.
Yeah, you were up at the other one, though.
In the Van Nuys
Van
one,
Nuys.
yeah.
So this is
they
weird
got
that
water damage from the earthquake. The earthquake came, and then there had a lot of damage to their roof. And then when it rained the next time after the earthquake, they got fucked up. So they had to move out of there.
Tiger Style.
Wu-Tang.
Fucking amazing. I had
Remember
on
that
one
compilation? The Wu-Tang and Rage Against the Machine?
Tremendous.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with?
Tremendous.
That's amazing.
Fuck yeah. I had on a bunch of Wu-Tang this weekend, and it was just... I had Nas on today. I had fucking Nas on. When was the last time I put Nas on? It had to be 5 fucking years ago.
That Street Dream song is so good.
Oh, I had to fucking
good,
just
man.
sit there and fucking go, wow. I forgot about fucking Nas.
Nas got some brilliant lyrics,
Nas got
man.
some badass shit. There's just some guys that are... It's great to fucking listen to that old shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Bring the
How
ruckus.
about Cool G rap? You ever get on some Cool G rap?
No, it's been a while.
Dude, Cool G rap. I was listening to some old Cool G rap the other day. It was great.
What's Cool G Rap? What did he do?
Cool G rap is the Ill Street Blues. He had a bunch of hits, but he was like a real good sort of.
Shaffir.
Oh, PeteeC.
He was a good storyteller. You know, he had some good raps.
Dog, I even had on. You're gonna be mad at me. I even had on Run DMC, the King of Rock last.
Why the fuck would I be mad at you for that?
It was so good to listen to that shit.
Why would you think
for
I'd be
2
mad at you
minutes?
for
Because
that?
you're like, Joey, you're getting too old to listen to that shit.
Get the fuck
Even
out
my
of
wife
here.
was like, "Are you fucking crazy?"
You know, that's Dana's
I'm the King
ringtone.
of Rock. I ain't run higher.
Do you know that?
One.
That's Dana's ringtone.
The
When
King
you
of
call
Rock.
him up, that's what you hear. You
That's
love
a
that. I
bad
love.
jam.
I love that song.
I love that.
I love Run DMC, man. Did they ever solve that guy's murder?
No. They say it's involved with the 50 Cent people.
Who
Same
got
guy.
murdered?
One of the members of
spinner.
Run
I
DMC.
forget what his name is off the
Really?
top. There's Rev, the other guy, and then whatever. I forget. I'm so sorry, guys.
Can you look that up, man? Find out which one of the Run DMC guys got shot.
Ren.
And that wasn't Reverend Run.
No.
Reverend Run is still alive.
DJ.
Is it
Still kicking and preaching.
DMC?
One of them got murdered?
Yeah, the DJ
Yeah.
got murdered in his studio while he was recording.
How do we not know?
So
this?
they
How
tied
recently?
it up to a couple years ago, and they tried to tie it into 50 cents. It had something to do with the whole 50
Well,
Cent
it wasn't
shooting.
Jam Master Jay.
Can you
Was it
imagine if
Jam Master Jay?
comedians?
No, it wasn't him, and it wasn't Reverend Run. So who was
Can
the
you
other guy?
imagine if comedians just started shooting each other like that stupidity, like that?
It was Jam Master J.
Just started
Master
shooting.
Jay.
It was
Jam
Jam
Master
Master Jay. It was?
I watched that.
Wait a minute. No, it wasn't.
October 30th, 2002.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Jam Master Jay, was it?
Did Jam Master Jay do it?
No. What's that?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
It was Jam Master Jay that got shot?
In the studio in Brooklyn, correct? Brooklyn,
Legendary
Bronx?
hip hop DJ Jam Master Jay of Run DMC was
Yeah.
shot
Was
and
it-
killed in Queens, New York.
Was
on
there a
Wednesday.
robbery?
Wow.
Or was
No,
it just
no,
a
no.
murder? Straight
It was,
murder?
It was. I just watched the behind the music of 50 Cent when he got shot, and those guys from Murder Inc. came.
He was
looking
shot
for him.
inside the studio,
Yes, he was shot in the studio. So
and another victim shot in the leg.
Oh,
Man.
so sad. That's a fucked up world, man.
I remember being.
They'll shoot each other.
I remember being at a hotel, Joe Rogan, swear to God, it had to be March of 85. I was just a kid, fucking going from hotel to hotel. And one day I was checking out and I was waiting for a friend of mine. I started talking to this guy. I was listening to Run DMC on the cassette deck, you know, with the earphones in 85. And I said to him, dog, I can't wait. If I had smarts, I can't wait till fucking two white guys start rapping. We talked about it. He was a black guy. He said, that's brilliant. And a couple months later, I left and fucking, it was the birth of
Beastie Boys?
Beastie Boys. Now I was like, I fucking knew it. Once three fucking white guys, two white guys.
Well, do you remember Third Base?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
The gas
What was
face?
Yeah.
Right about now, you're about to read the tone.
Oh, yeah.
DJ,
Oh, yeah.
or hit it. Eh. Ooh. Eh. Ooh. Eh. Ooh. Eh. Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. It takes two to make a thing go right.
That song lasted a long time.
How'd it start? Come on, Joe Rogan. Let's go.
It takes two to make it out of sight.
Dun, dun, dun. Hit it.
It takes two to make it.
What was the first line?
I want to rock right now. I'm Rob Bass and I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock a microphone. I might get stupid. I mean outrageous.
Stay away from me.
If it contagious,
Oh,
I'm a winner. No, not a loser. Being MC is what I choose. Ladies love me. Girls adore me. I mean, even the ones that never saw me.
Like the way that I rhyme at the show. The reason why, and I don't know. And let's go. But the line, the best line was, what was it? You like the Whopper, I like the Big Mac.
Oh, whoa, what happened?
If you want service, let's
we go,
go.
back on.
Put up your hands. Go for what you know. Oh, I got an ego. Yo, talking to me? Oh, no. And while we're at it, another thing I strongly, I'm taking
While we're at
Namath
it.
off the list.
Of what?
Of what?
Forget watching Namath. I want you to watch one documentary.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Okay. It was on ESPN 3030. You're not going to know what I'm talking about, but this motherfucker is.
Vlade Divac.
It was about the championship Miami college football team.
Oh, the Hurricanes. Yeah, that was supposed to be a good one.
Oh, Joe Rogan. I mean, these were criminal gangsters in Miami playing football, calling people out, just being that word. And
Those-
Michael Irvin was the
Yeah.
ringleader. And he's telling stories about the Dolphins would see us at clubs and ask us if they could get them into the club. And all of a sudden, guess who their sponsor was that year? Guess who was on the scene in Miami? Luke. That's when they blew up. 91.
2 Live Crew?
Oh, and 2 Live Crew was going on the field with these motherfuckers, bringing bitches. They gave, dog, you gotta watch this shit. And he was like, dog, I was the unofficial grandfather of those guys. Wherever I went, bro, read the lineup. I mean, that's the center that was caught smoking weed in college. The guy that just retired, Warren Sapp.
Yeah.
That these guys were gangsters, talking about envelopes and how they went to Florida State and they yanked those motherfuckers and they got their dick sucked. You gotta watch this.
Oh my
and DMC on campus. With
What is
white
it called?
Chicks. It's called Miami
It's
something.
30 for 30.
30 for 30. Joe,
Those 30 for 30s are really good.
I never knew about
They're
this
really
shit. I
good.
could love to tell you that I knew this was going on. How they would go to discos. And he goes, we own that city as a college. The Dolphins didn't exist. The Marlins didn't exist. Nobody. Yeah. We were it. Wherever we went, celebrities. MC Hammer was on the field with them. But the official guy on the field every week, he would run out with them, was Luke. And they tied in the whole story about how they were trying to, his lyrics, how they arrested him at gigs. I mean, dog, he was doing some wild shit.
Yeah, well, just think about Me So Horny. How crazy that song was. That song was out of nowhere. Suck upon my dick or lick my asshole too.
I'm a dog in heat, a freak without warning. My appetite for sex make me so horny. Me so horny. Me so me so horny. We love you long time. Sitting at home with my dickum hard. Listen to that word. It's 1989. I'm sitting not with my fucking yum yum donut hard. I'm sitting at home. That's how the song started. With my dickum hard. I got the black book for a freak to call. Nobody ever used the word freak until he busted it out. Freak. Not a whore, not a dirty bitch. Freak.
Was he the first?
The 7 phone and dial the 7
What about Super
digits.
Freak? Super Freak was before that.
Yeah, you got me there. Rick James was slinging big dick in Buffalo.
A super
Rick
freak,
James
bro.
was slinging dick in
She's
Buffalo.
a super freak. Super freak. She's super freaky.
I was sitting there. I didn't know these stories.
How many bitches did Rick James encourage into a life of more freakdom just from hearing that song? Like that's a valuable community.
Just because of that, you know what? I'm gonna be a freak.
They're
do that.
They're empowered by
fucking
it.
crazy.
For like a year, and they're like, "That's so not me."
They try it for a while, and then once they get you, once they lock you up into a relationship, they just
Rick
start talking
James
about
was
equality.
going out on stage in 1981 and 82. Rick James was going out on stage in Buffalo, way before Twitter and Facebook. And he would go out into the audience and throw out a handful of Valiums.
What?
This is how crazy Rick James was. And everybody was eating Valiums. By the end of the show, 300 people would be whacked. In 1984, Madonna flew from New York to Buffalo to see what the fucking hype was about. This guy was taking his dick out, and he'd have 8 white chicks licking it. Like, what's the Italian gangster?
On stage?
Bro, on stage.
Oh, yeah, this is what he got arrested for, right?
He was the first black dude that said, I'm going to fuck 300 hoes. I'm breaking Wilt Chamberlain's record of white bitches. But I don't just want white bitches. I want freaks to leave their husbands. That's the kind of black dick I'm putting on him. He's got to have 900 kids in Buffalo, Syracuse, and fucking Rochester. He's from the projects. I mean, you had to see that shit. Remember him at the Comedy Store with Chewy towards the end, all fat, getting the rock and shit. He was towards the end, he couldn't fight it. It was in his soul, bro. That dude was gone. But the Super Freak, that one, and my favorite Rick James song is Standing on the Top. You put Standing on the Top on, Yams will go fucking bananas. Standing on the Top. What? With the Temptations, because one of the Temptations was his second cousin. Yams go bananas. If you want to see Yams go nuts, it's that song. And remember that song? Bro, I never seen Yams. The brothers, Eggplant. The Yams, right? I never seen brothers go nuts. When DMX first came out, I was in Miami, Cinderella City, right?
Is Yams okay?
Right.
Is that okay?
Fuck yeah, the Yams, they know it. They know it.
I just want to know how long you think we'll be able to use that.
Listen,
New thing.
I had a teacher in
You're
high
not
school.
even allowed to classify black people as anything other than black.
Bro, listen, I had a teacher in high school, Mr. Terranova. One day we were at a football camp. You got to hear this. We're in Jersey. We're at a football camp, right? And I'm sitting there with my buddies, and I could hear Mr. Terranova yelling at a bunch of black kids. You guys got to play defense. You guys got to go out there and be fucking animals and all this shit. So all of a sudden, my buddy taps me on the shoulder. He goes, fuck this. Let's go over there and listen to Mr. Terranova's speech. This is my high school history teacher that was also a linebacker coach.
Yeah.
And he's out there with the defense yelling and screaming at him. And by the time I get there, he's telling, like there was 40 kids and 2 of them were white. And he's like, you fucking yams. He's like, you fucking yams gotta go out there and fucking kill him. What? Don't look at me like that. You yams know what I'm talking about. When he said you yams know what I'm talking about. And the brothers were howling. They're fucking howling because they don't even give a fuck. This white guy is calling me a yam. They're from Newark. They know they're yams. They're like, fuck it. They grew up with Italians. The Italians been calling them Moulignans for fucking 2,000 years, and they felt bad, and they go, fuck it. Let's sign a treaty. We'll just call you yams. And it just went from there. That's an Italian thing.
All I ever think of is yams.
Yeah, yams and yams.
They're calling you a sweet potato.
It's not even racist.
It doesn't even.
It's not even racist. The Moulignans, they love it. They fucking know it.
Oh, God.
I'm telling you.
I think to say
Joey.
it's not even racist, I think that addresses it.
I love brothers. I ain't even racist.
It's just a word.
You might be missing a few arguments.
Bro, it's not how you say. It's not what you say. It's how you say it. I say it with
true.
love. I'm not talking about nothing badly. I
The way
could
you
be
call
saying
them a
other
cocksucker.
words. Nah, dog. They fucking know the yams. I'm a spick. That's the way it is. That's the way it's always gonna. I could put a suit on. I could change my name. I'm gonna be a spick. Fuck it. Word to your mother, dog. I love it. Crown Royal like a motherfucker in this bitch. What's up? Yeah, Rick James slung major league dick. And that's what he did in Buffalo. Then he took his dick act on the road and came to L.A., the land of real freaks.
You know, I hosted a TV show where Rick James was my guest.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he cool?
Yeah, I did a couple of episodes of some show on VH1 called The List. And on one of them, Rick James was one of the guests. It was like, there was a bunch of people. It'd be like, one of them was Tom. What's the guy that went crazy?
Bergeron.
What's the guy that went crazy? Tom
Sizemore.
Tom Sizemore was one of them. Val Kilmer was supposed to come with him. Like VH1 was trying to get him to do it, but him and Tom Sizemore were just fucking partying to the gills.
They had to be separated.
Yeah, Tom Sizemore came down and he was half out of it, but he was cool. Meatloaf was one of them. It was like really for me. It was pretty wild to be able to host some sort of a weird show with those guys on it. What's his name? Rob Halford. He was on it.
I love Rob Halford.
Yeah,
But
cool.
the conversation of Michael Jackson having done something to kids came up because something was going on where Michael Jackson was in the news, and one of the women was like one of the chicks from Baywatch, Gina Nolan, I think it was. She was like kind of adamant about the fact that what the fuck were people doing, putting their kids in Michael Jackson's custody in the first place. And Rick James was like, he didn't do nothing. Michael didn't do nothing. Like, man, it was a very strange moment. He didn't want anybody to say that. Well, guys, he's got a bunch of kids that's saying that he does weird shit with them.
Yeah. One of them got famous.
I seen the check.
Guys out there
Paul
got
Mooney,
super famous.
I seen the check. $20 million he paid that family. That's a freak, Michael Jackson. Remember, he used to say, I seen the check.
Did he say that?
Wait,
I seen a copy of the check. $20 million he paid that family.
I wonder.
Which one was Gina Nolan? Was she the flat-chested one?
She was a big blonde girl.
Oh, okay.
She was on Fear Factor.
Gina
too.
Lee Nolan?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's
She's
he say?
hot.
What does he
Very
say?
pretty.
What does Cat Williams say? What is that last bit he says? He goes,
booty
fucking,
holes.
they're putting, because that's how the bit starts about how it's the first thing your mama told you, not to rat. What's her name? Little Kim got put in jail for not ratting. And he goes, Little Jill gets put in jail. Little Kim gets put in jail. And Michael Jackson's still walking around sniffing little kids' booty holes. That's right. I said it. Bro, if you watch that bit alone, look at black people. They froze. That's when he became a star.
Yeah.
He became a star from that social commentary. Yeah. And he's like, what the fuck you people talking about? No, he didn't. But, when was the last time you seen Michael with a woman? Not never. I mean, he just broke it down.
Yeah.
He was like, when was the last time? He goes, Whitney Houston smoked so much crack, that bitch almost smoked her kneecaps off. Oh, no, she didn't. Yes, he went off. And you watch that bit and listen to the audience. And it's a bit. It's a bit that people are going to go home and on the drive, they're going to go, what the fuck was that about? Because they're black. They love Michael Jackson. We've been supporting you since you had your fat little pepper nose. He just went fucking off. So now Janet Jackson's supposed to do the tour, and you're not allowed to talk about Michael.
Really?
You can't ask her questions about Michael?
Nothing.
You're not allowed.
No talking about Michael on stage. Did you see what happened in the fucking news today? You got to understand, dog.
What happened in the news today?
Listen, dog.
Hey, have you gone on stage?
No, I'm going on stage now. I got to go.
Oh, I want you to always remember something, dog. And listen, I'm not talking
I'm going to be in San Francisco June 13th. Cobb's.
Where at? Cobb's?
Cobb's Comedy Club.
Dude, you're headlining Cobb's?
Yeah,
You
one
fucking
night.
animal. What night?
June 13th,
What
Wednesday.
night is that?
And I'm there
Wednesday.
July 11th and shit.
Are you?
On a Wednesday night.
Holy
Fuck
shit.
yeah.
Let's pump these things
We
up,
fucking
man.
around here. We're fucking
Make sure you
rocking
come
them,
in before that week. Come in that week for sure.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, they
Pump
went
that
after
shit
Death
up.
Squad.
That's
They knew
awesome.
Tom Sawyer ain't there no more.
He's not?
No, he don't want to suck dick no more.
Oh, that's right. He had some sort of something he was working on, some investment.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, Doug. Always remember in life, when there's white people, you cannot fuck with animals. I don't give a fuck what you want to tell me.
Well, there's white people you can't fuck with
You cannot
animals.
fuck with animals around white people.
What do you
Don't
mean?
ever forget that. Don't ever get out of a car and yell at it. When there's white, they will throw you under the fucking jail like Sammy the Bull Gravano. Today they had a press conference in Santa Monica about that lion they killed.
The one that they had to shoot.
The one they had to shoot. And I told you that, dog.
Yeah.
That they're fighting because they had the resources to shoot him with a salt and pepper gun. They said they shot the animal with 3 pepper guns and the thing didn't react and went. You know me, dog. Something charging at you, you should shoot it.
It's a mountain lion.
But I fucking told you that you cannot. I told you 2 weeks ago. You cannot do that in this country no more, especially Santa Monica. You got to go out with there with a net and gloves and hypnotize it and give it fucking kombucha juice, probiotics, and give it Omnit. You know what I'm saying? And haul them back to the fucking
mountain
zoo.
lion therapy.
You cannot do that.
I know you don't want to kill bike riders. You don't.
Listen, bro. I love Diane Sawyer at 6:30 because she cuts through this shit. I get the government, I get Romney, I get all this shit. Then she talks to people who deserve the light. Fuck them, I wait for Jeopardy. But, fuck that. I gotta get my thesaurus out, I'm ready for Jeopardy. But fucking from 6 o'clock when I put the news on, I want news, Joe Rogan.
Right.
I want news that pertains to me. I'll never forget. I fucking put the news on, and they're like, we're live here in Huntington Beach because a fucking dolphin is stuck. Bro, they talked about that dolphin as the first news story for 10 minutes. Where do you have that in this country? You cannot fuck with animals in this country, dog. I know a dude in Pasadena, in this town. I don't know him. I just heard the story. He shot his neighbor's dog for attacking his kid. And they're going to fucking throw him under the cell.
Why?
Because supposedly he was barking at the kid. The wife called him at work. He came home. He hung out at the house. When everybody was settled, he went outside and he shot the fucking dog and took him and hit him. So they have no body. He did it like a human being.
Oh, shit.
So they had no fucking body. My girlfriend was telling me the story. Not my girlfriend, a friend of mine that's a director was telling me the story. And they're going to throw 4 years at this fucking guy. 5 years. They don't fuck around no more.
So the dog, did the dog try to
I
kill
guess
his
the
kid?
guy, I guess
No.
the dog barked at
Just
the kid,
barked.
and he
He
warned
said
the
some shit
owner.
to him.
You heard about this?
The dog was talking shit.
He heard it was in the paper, and then it was on the fucking news, and then the girl told me the story and filmed. And you know when somebody tells you something, you go, "Is that your fucking? You know those people?"
Right.
And she filled me in on what happened. He warned the guy, and then he taped the guy when he talked to him again. So that's why he went after the dog.
It's going to be
Bro,
like another Trayvon case.
They're going to throw him under the fucking jail for 4 years. This guy's worked for a Cartoon Network. He was an executive.
Oh, my God.
But they're going to throw him under the fucking jail. In today's society, if you're driving down a fucking thing and you see a person hitting a dog and you call 911, they will be there within 2 seconds and arrest that motherfucker, put the dog in collective services, get the victim's compensation fund after you. You cannot fuck with animals in this fucking society, bro. Especially in California. And I knew there was going to be a problem.
If that's the case, then they should have, knowing that this mountain lion came down like that, they should have a task force that's set
That's
up.
what they were saying.
Set up to go into communities when there's a mountain
If
lion
anybody got the
case.
paper,
Yeah.
Santa Monica got the paper. And that's
Yeah.
what their point was.
And
Like,
you
come
gotta
on.
you gotta go in there with some snipers or something that can shoot him with a dart.
I never seen the tape till tonight, and I tell you, the lion looked like it was attacking at them after they already had made 2 or 3 efforts to. So I didn't know all the fucking particulars.
Oh, I
I thought
didn't
they
see
came
that.
up like Puerto Rican, took 2 guns out and shot the fucking leopard.
just-
Can't do that either.
Well,
That you have darts and
You can't let it get away either, though, man. You can't let it
No,
get
he was
away.
charging into the traffic.
Yeah.
They say he was charging onto streets. Now you can't, dog. Until you have to sit those
gotta-
people down and
It
go.
doesn't know how to fucking get out of there.
Let
I
me
bet.
show you what an animal attack looks like. Let me just
Yeah.
show you. Before you know,
Yeah.
now you could be walking down shopping
Yep.
with your daughter, and there goes your daughter. There goes you. There goes your mother.
Don't even fucking.
No, it's
Yeah.
a horrible fucking thing. So it's a two-way whatever the fuck it is. I'm high.
It's amazing that people were really upset that they shot it, and like one woman, I mean, I only read a few Facebook comments, but one woman was talking about how she would gladly take a bullet for a bear or a mountain lion,
like she would die
rather than a human, and that we're so arrogant that we think our life is worth more than animals' lives, and she would take a bullet for a bear or a mountain lion before she would a human. Like she actually wrote that. Exclamation point! Exclamation
point. Oh, instead
point.
of a human?
Oh yeah. She said
That's
I
weird.
would do it before I would do it for a human.
She should get more press for it, probably.
Because she's a cunt. There's no way she's not a cunt. She's a miserable person. Anybody that would you've lived your whole life to adulthood and you haven't accumulated enough friends that you don't know that people are way cooler than animals. You stupid fuck.
Well, she steps in front of the bear and the bear fucking eats her.
Yeah, I would only hope. Slowly, feet first.
Remember after you moved out here, Joe Rogan, you went home to Newark and seen your family or where the fuck you went.
Yeah.
And they would always look at you and go, so what's going on up there in California with those hippies? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They weren't lying. I mean, we have people here that are loving people. And they don't, I remember Stanhope's
It's good as long as they're reasonable.
That's reasonable. I remember Stanhope's old girl from the movie star.
Yes.
That became the Scientologist.
Yes.
Remember her? Well, I guess her parents had a house up there by Universal City, and they were all boycotting construction of Miami Vice, the machine, because they would endanger the fucking blue hummingbird of America or something. So they all went out there with signs, and then fucking Universal showed up and said, let's get down to business. Fuck that bird. She sold that house. Oh, yeah, she was up there with signs. They had Mimi Rogers up there, a bunch of women. The hummingbird has to live. It has to survive. Nowhere did I see drama over an animal in Boulder when they started shooting the prairie things.
Prairie dogs?
In Boulder, go ahead, go fucking poison the prairie dog. Those cowboys will find that and they'll fucking lynch you, those fucking wasps in Boulder.
There's some crazy videos of Brock Lesnar whacking prairie dogs.
Oh, they probably
like high-powered rifles. I guess you have to do that because if you don't, the cows fall in their holes and break their legs and shit.
Yeah, so it's like, what's a pest? What's an animal that deserves to be?
It's a weird little cycle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have any problem squishing an ant, throwing it on the ground, but you wouldn't do that with a mouse. If a mouse got on you and you squish it and threw it on the ground, you got to clean that up. You got to clean that up. That's big enough. It demands your attention.
More than a paper towel.
Yeah, that's like, but a bug depends. An ant, I don't even look for it. But a fucking like something big like a spider, all right, now I got to do some cleanup.
Yeah.
If I see a fly by the window, how they get all retarded by the window and get caught, I go over and I catch him, I take his wings off, and I give him to my cat. I throw him on the floor.
You fucking animal.
I give him a treat. Sure, when I wash my hands and they get a nice
that's
fly.
That's playing God, bro.
Oh, please. That's my girl Lulu. She loves flies.
That's ruthless.
Either that or she's going to bang her head off the fucking glass 1,000 times. I just cut through the nonsense.
That's absolutely hilarious.
My little Lulu loves fucking flies. So what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? My Lulu
just keep the door open all day. Get those flies in there.
Oh, dog. And then she goes bananas. She chases them and growls at them. I don't need that aggravation.
We're so lucky flies are little. Imagine flies were giant,
I hate
like buses. Just looking to land on you and eat your fucking head.
What about those green ones that live on shit? Those nasty motherfuckers.
Those fucking bright green ones.
Oh, those
you
nasty
always see on dog shit.
And there's thousands
are those different
of them.
flies? Are they different
They
kind
bite
of
you
flies?
shit with that shit on their teeth.
The shitty flies.
Yeah, you smell shit. You're
Well,
like,
how about there are those one flies that bite you? What are those, black flies?
Black flies or horse flies?
Is that the ones that horse flies?
Yeah.
Horse flies.
They fucking
have
bite.
a fucking nasty sting, man.
Yeah.
Horse flies fuck you up. Yeah, that's an East Coast animal though, a bug, right?
Yeah, I'm from Ohio.
We really
got
don't
tore
get
up
those
on
out
what about
here.
caterpillars? You ever get caterpillars when the season
Sure.
comes?
They don't bite you.
Thousands of them. No,
They're out right now. They're out right now.
By your house?
No, we were up in Santa Barbara last weekend, and there was caterpillars were just coming out of a tree. Like they were just like strings of them everywhere. It was crazy. Like everywhere you go, little tiny caterpillars.
I remember one time being really high and walking across this bridge. I was like 16 in Jersey, and there's thousands of them on this bridge, and I'm stepping on them.
Whoa.
For some reason, I just stepped, because they're everywhere. And I'm just like, what am I going to do? Play fucking... So I just was stepping on it, and all of a sudden my buddy ran up behind me and choked me. I was like, wouldn't it be funny one of those worms captured me or some shit? Next thing you know, he choked me. Bro, I almost lost my fucking... The skeleton almost jumped out of the fucking physique.
Dude. Scared the shit out of me. Just tell me that story.
You can't shoot fucking animals when there's white people around. I'm telling you.
I understand.
I've said that for years. Please.
You know, I got a fake argument on the message board about this where I was saying, man, I seen a mountain lion in real life. When you see a mountain lion in real life and you know what they can do, you know, I've told the story 100 times about my dog getting eaten. That's a crazy thing, man. So I made a dog.
Yeah.
And it's just wandering around the woods. And everybody's so nonchalant about it. Once you've actually seen one of those things, you realize what it really is. This is your romantic notion of wildlife and nature and the great outdoors. That reality doesn't mean jack shit to a mountain lion. The mountain lion is all about killing things and eating them. Everything slower than it is a suspect or is a prospect. So everything, like little kids, dogs, anything it can jack, and it has to eat things every day.
And it's intelligent as shit.
And they're crafty.
And they're huge, and their fucking paws are like
they fuck you up, man. And they hide in the woods, and they wait for you.
And they stalk you.
And by the way, when they get really old, well, guess what? They can't chase shit anymore. But people are slow as fuck.
Yeah.
That's when they become a problem.
Yeah.
When they become a problem, they're old. Like, I bet that one that came into Santa Monica, I bet he was an old mountain lion. He couldn't fucking hack it anymore. He just got ballsy. Just decided to come down to the city and eat a dog or something.
Yeah.
He's probably desperate.
There's stories of people like finding out that they were being stalked by mountain lions, like when they're like skiing, and so you can see the tracks in the snow.
Oh, Jesus.
And then they're like, something's weird, and then they like look for prints, and they see like the mountain lion followed them for like a mile.
God.
It would like run ahead of them, and then like double back, and it's just
God.
like knowing that someone was or something was watching you the whole time.
Oh shit!
Something horrific.
Yeah.
A real monster.
Yeah, because like bears or whatever, if they
Yeah.
fucking maul you or whatever. But like these mountain lions, they like
They'll kill you.
They sneak up, you know.
Yeah.
They take their time.
They're so scary.
Yeah.
Creepy
Bears,
fucking.
anything in Colorado.
And everybody's
fucking
like,
snakes.
but it's beautiful wildlife.
I'm afraid of house cats, man.
It's beautiful.
If big a giant house cat, I'd be fucking.
yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
When you see a fucking snake in Colorado, when you drive up in Lee Hill Road up there,
Who's on stage?
up in those fucking mountains,
Ari just went on stage.
it's
What's so funny?
Pete just tried to steal my phone and black cock me.
Oh, how dare you, Pete?
He's an asshole.
How dare you, Pete?
Good set, good audience, good fucking.
Did you just go up?
Yeah, it was awesome.
It's
I
awesome,
love it,
man.
man.
It's great, man.
Yeah,
Dude, Joey, I want to thank you very much. Going on the road with you really changed my stand-up game. Like, I really built a set because, like, seriously, I'm so used to doing like these 5-minute spots, 10-minute spots here at the Ice House, and it's like I'll build like a part of a bit here, a part of a bit here. But that was the first time where I actually got to like spread my feet for 20 minutes
I was
or
surprised.
whatever.
I would look at my clock and go, when's this guy going to fucking bail? And he kept talking and talking and talking.
It was cool.
And I called Joe on Saturday. I go, Joe, I got to be honest with you. He's fucking earning his fucking stripes here. He's out there. And I'm proud
You
of
have
him.
the best possible entry
I
into
know.
stand-up.
Cheat
The
code.
people already love you. You're connected to...
It's a cheat code.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, our
It's
goal
easy.
is to have 3 crews of Death Squad on the weekends
Yeah.
out there.
We could do
fucking
that easy.
Yeah.
Killing motherfuckers. That
You
was
know,
our deal. Nobody...
the bottom line is, what you know, when I get asked, like, what do I want to do? What I'm doing right now is kind of what I want to do. I mean, what we're doing right now is like the perfect thing to me.
Perfect.
We've had this crazy week of three awesome shows.
How was Bobcat today?
He was great.
Amazing.
Did he
Hilarious.
fucking tell you what was going on in my head with Bobcat?
What was going on?
Bro, Bobcat's album came out when my album was #1. And I'm like, I'm done. That's a legend. And his album went up and went down. And I felt guilty for days. Like, this is how stupid people are. They're buying my album, but they're not buying Bobcat's album. How
That's
fucking dumb
funny.
are people? I really thought that way. And I
But-
told Redban, I go, Redban, say something to him. Because I love that guy. That guy has directed me in a couple things. He's been fair. I just bumped into him in Bob Hope with his glasses on.
Good guy. He was awesome. It was really cool having him in. And he listens to the show. So that was cool, too. It was like, wow, this is wild.
You got to stop selling yourself short, Joey, because I think out of like most stand-up I have ever seen, I think you are one of the very few people that knows how to take an audience and just destroy it. And I think you sell yourself short.
Yeah, Joey. When I used to take you on the road, with me, like when I started back in the day, people going, "Why the fuck are you taking Joey Diaz on the road with you?" Like the consensus was always that you were supposed to take weak comics on the road with you because you didn't want anybody showing you up. But I remember we did a couple shows together, especially when I first started going on the road with you. Where I had a hard time following you once. I remember in New Jersey, like I had to get them going. Like I maybe, you know, sometimes you go on stage like a little too nonchalant or a little too relaxed, or you don't have your opening like exactly set up in your head, and maybe you stumble into something, and they just got done watching you fucking destroy. But for me, I gotta see other funny shit. Like I don't want to be the one shining star. No. That's stupid. I want to be surrounded by funny dudes. You know?
I love with the applause because that helps you. The guy in front of you helps you. And
fuck yeah. When I go on after you, when you kill and I go on and I just ride a wave. You know, it's there's some people that don't want anybody else to be happy. They just want to be the only one happy, and they think it's okay. They think it's like, they call it ambition, but really it's just some weird, selfish, creepy thing, and they don't want the good stuff for anybody else. They just want it only for themselves.
You know, it's like MMA, bro. You got to cover everything. You got to learn how to follow people that kill in front of you.
Yeah, and you got to be giving the people the best show you can give them. If I know that, you know, if I'm going to go to a town like Edmonton, and I know I can get Ari to come with me, I got to get Ari to come. I want these people. Whoa. I want these people to have the best show I can give them. So it's whatever the fuck my point was.
I agree.
There's a little marijuana in the air.
Joey, seriously though, you are
one of the greatest comics alive.
You are a legend, and in 20 years, people are going to talk to you, talk about you as a legend, like a Kinnison and fucking shit like that. Like you are a legend.
I believe I was on the Joey Diaz bandwagon
a long time ago.
I was on the Joey Diaz bandwagon in the 90s.
Dog, from day one, we used to have some good times at that store.
We had a great
time. We became
time.
soldiers at that store. Yeah. You can't take that away from me.
No.
You can never. I mean, I am so proud of that. Mm-hmm. I am so proud of the fact that there's YouTube comics that make it.
Yeah.
And they do it. But you know what we've built? I mean, Randy, after 10 or 15 years, you start seeing it from a different perspective. And you know that you've paid your dues. You know you've done halftime in Buffalo during the Sabre game. You know you followed Dom Herrera. Used to fucking kill me. I used to watch him on YouTube because I hated following him, and Mitzi found out. So what did Mitzi do? She'd make me follow Dom Herrera, and it was like going to get shot. You know what it's like?
You know who I remember you had a hard time with?
The black
AJ Jamal.
AJ Jamal, and once
he was real clean.
Oh, and once she found out, I would call and I'd say, "What time's my spot?" 11:45. Go ahead, brother.
I think I gotta go on stage any minute now. Assalamu alaikum.
I love you, man. Thank you very much for having me.
Joe Rogan.
I'll see you next week. I love you, man. Thanks for creating a fucking Frankenstein. We got it now.
Joe, have a good set, boo.
Boo.
Boo. Joey, so your documentary right now, where you got your balls at, is you can watch. You're going to have it on Amazon soon, but right now, if people want to see it, where do they go at?
Payloads.
Payloads.com, and they just type in Joey Diaz, and they'll be able to find it.
Click on the videos and best-selling or whatever, and they'll tell you.
Do you have a website still going on here? Or?
I'm trying to get it together. Felicia is trying to put it together this week.
Felicia's a maniac.
Yeah, she's a maniac.
She I saw her the other night at Comedy Store, fucking destroyed. Felicia, I have the biggest crush on Felicia.
She's so fucking cute. She's been wearing a skirt lately, and I try to look at her pussy, but I can't see it.
How do you not fuck the fuck out of that girl, man?
Because you can't.
I'm around her. I want to fuck her like crazy.
God. And she's a professional dick sucker. She'll tell you.
I know.
She loves squeezing balls like it's a blood pressure machine. She loves the whole fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I love her. She's my sister.
Do you think she would ever do like a weekend, hang out with Felicia for $500 at like a Holiday Inn?
You gotta make her an offer you can't refuse. You gotta make her an offer you can't refuse. You gotta show up. And it's not about the money with Felicia. You gotta tell her what things you're gonna do to her. You're gonna bite her clit. You're gonna suck her pussy hole out. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lick her asshole. Work. You're gonna stick your nose in there. You're gonna do all the dirty motherfucking things that you. Let me get a cigarette. I haven't smoked a cigarette.
Well, it's cigarette smoking time now.
Oh, I got fucking stoned. I got fucking stoned before, man.
So your one man show. You're doing your one man show here now at once a month at the Ice House. Am I correct?
Once a month. Listen to what I'm doing every week. Once a month, the last Wednesday of the month, I come in here and I work out a fucking story. I take a story, I write it out for 6 weeks. Let me get that lighter. And for 6 weeks, I fucking write and I add humor to it. Tonight, an hour before I came here, I cut the first part of it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I worked on it, you know? So I'm going to take these stories. Tonight was about when I kidnapped Kent Vella. You know, and the title is, was it the worst day of my life or was it the best day of my life? You know, and I talked about the whole kidnapping A to Z, and I'm going to put it up on iTunes once a fucking month when I tape here. I want to put them up on iTunes for like 99 cents or something, just to give the people some fucking stories. Look at Mad Flavor when he was about 10 right there.
For the audio listeners, we're looking at the album cover of Joey Diaz, Where I Got My Balls From, which is his new documentary that's on...
Ooh, sorry about that.
I actually caught it.
Sorry about that.
What
it's
is
on Payloads.com.
Payloads.com, and it's going to be on Amazon soon. And the cool thing about technology and shit like that nowadays is that you can be a comic and you can make a film and have it get to the hands of your fans so much easier nowadays.
Did you see the trailer?
Oh, let's watch the trailer.
Let's watch the fan-made trailer. Somebody made a fucking...
Awesome.
Did you see it, Redban?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, my God.
How do I look for it? I'll just look for it on YouTube.
Yeah, go Joey D.
Here we go, fan-made trailer. And it's even got the green band on it.
Look at this shit. This is what people on Twitter and Facebook are doing. That's why I love it. That's why I give them everything I fucking got.
Check this out. Green band trailer even. I'm Redban. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on, my friends? Thank you all very much for coming out. Before I come up, I got a bunch of good friends with me. This first guy I'm going to bring up is, in my opinion, the funniest human on the face of the earth. You might know him from The Longest Yard. You might know him from my podcast. You might know him from his Beauty and the Beast. Give it up for Joey Coco Diaz.
If it's 2 in the afternoon and you ain't high, go fuck yourself. Get out of my face. That Susquehanna weed, I've been telling you about that shit. Yeah, you brought that shit to the ice house, too. That shit don't do nothing to you.
Hey, I got something that makes me...
I hate that fucking red shit. Don't put it close to me. Don't put it around me. It's either blue cheese with wings or go fuck your mother. That's the next shirt, all right, please.
Joey Diaz, Facebook, Twitter, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Big dicks in your ass.
Get out of here. You're in trouble.
I remember when Coco came to town, we went to a very small grammar school, and he walked into my classroom, and it was never the same.
Stay black, because that's the most important.
Okay.
And my first impression of him was he was like a Cuban Harpo Marx. He had
that
this
guy
like,
tonight.
big curly hair like Juan Epstein.
I had a guy named Nelson that when we were about 11 or 12, he would have sex and let us sit outside the window and listen for like $1.
We were all like this. We all looked after each other. We all took after each other.
You know, when something bad happens, people write it off as something bad. And this was very bad. I was 15 years old, and I found my mother dead, and I had nowhere to go. But you know what the good thing was? I had a family in a different way. It's the people you're going to meet and the people you're going to see today.
All good, baby.
It was Twitter,
That's all I ever fucking want in this game. I don't want to be rich. No, I don't want to be on fucking T. I don't want none of that shit. I just want to die and for these people to be proud of me.
I mean, I'm so proud of him because the odds that he beat, I mean, this was a 10,000 to 1 odds that he'd be where he is today. And I have nothing but accolades for him. I'm so proud of him.
I see the 2 weeks. I love you. This is what North Bergen's all about, guys.
You're a little bit bigger now.
I love you all. You know, my mother had a lot of faults. And so a lot of other people in North Bergen. But one thing they instilled in me was when you got to do something, do it and get it the fuck over with. You know, one thing about me is I'm up early, whether I get high till 6 in the morning, I'm up at 7, fucking dirty, doing my thing, you know, and that's what they taught me. That's the gift I got from my mother. Never fucking quit.
Pretty fucking cool.
It's only $5, guys.
That's it.
Dude, support Joey Diaz. Fucking go to Payloads with a Z at the end of it. That's what I just found out, by the way.
Diaz.
Payloads with a Z.
That's right. Like
And or wait a month and get on Amazon.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Just watch it if you like it. If you want to see what's cracking. You know
Now,
seems awesome.
You also do a show on YouTube where you're just carrying around your little video camera and you're fucking filming everything. Like you filmed me on the plane when I was getting on the plane going to Columbus. Are you're on second season? I heard. I heard the second season just started. Do you have fun making those? Because I think it's great watching you because you're pretty much doing what I used to do all the time. Is where like you're just fucking pretty much documenting your life, and it's so great seeing you embracing technology. For once, and like pulling out a camera and being on a plane, going, "Hey, I'm on this plane and I'm about to go to Columbus, Ohio." That's all new for you. Are you enjoying that? Are you enjoying that?
You know, you look at comedians, and we either put up a video of us doing stand-up or we put up a video of us doing a funny sketch. Put up a video. Remember the video we made of me taking a shit? You throwing toilet paper at me?
It was beautiful.
But, you know, we had fun doing that.
We made a video. Me and Joey Diaz made a video where Joe was on stage or something like that, and Joey Diaz took a shit, and he was like laughing. He's like, "Hey, look at my
put
shit."
Ketchup on it
and so
onions.
then I put I put ketchup,
I'm
and
talking
you put
about
onions.
the story when I took the shit and you were throwing toilet paper on me. Well, we taped for the guy from.
Oh, that's even worse.
You still have it. I know you still have. I know you have that in your archives.
Joey, one time, this is when I first met Joey too. Joey's like, "Hey, look, I have this idea for a mobile phone app." And back then, it was like
we were weird.
Yeah, it was like a long time ago.
It wasn't me. What was that guy's name? He was your friend.
It was the guy from Fear Factor.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but he's like the main dude from Fear Factor was on board on this, and it was Joey Diaz. It was called Fat Man on a Toilet, and I think if you Google search that, you'll be able to see it. But it was supposedly like we were filming it for like Verizon, so it would be like so like people would like, "Hey, I want my daily horoscope, but I want it from a fat man on a toilet." And I wish I could find this shit.
You have it at home.
Joey Diaz fat on a toilet. I swear to God, I have.
You brought it up to me once. You showed it to me. I'm like, where the fuck did you get that?
Oh, here, fat man on a toilet. Here we go. Fat man on toilet videos. No.
This is somebody else.
Holy shit! Do not go. Did you mean fat man on a toilet videos? If it recommends something, because I just got a bunch of fat man on the toilet. Everything else going good, Joey? Like everything else going fine? Where are you off to? You're about to go.
You know what? Gabriel called me on one Monday and said he's doing like some reunion revolution thing in San Jose. If I wanted to come up, and I looked at my schedule, I really had nothing but yoga tomorrow, so I'm gonna hit yoga at 8:30, and I'm gonna shoot over to fucking San Jose with him for the night.
I found. Wow, you're going with. Really, Gabriel?
Yeah, with all those guys.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
just
awesome.
for one night. I come back Friday morning, then I go back to San Jose next weekend. So
here now, the Fat Man on the Toilet video is one of the jokes because it was really awkward being in the room with Joey Diaz naked sitting on the toilet.
You found them?
Yeah, I found one of them. And the thing that sucked about it was because it was like a really, really hot day in Los Angeles, and we're in this like fucking really small bathroom. It was sweaty as fuck, and I had the camera. I was really close to Joey naked, and Joey, you were just completely naked, and the director guy that worked at Fear Factor was around going, "All right, yeah, this is going great." And then his wife, I don't remember, his wife came in and was like, "I got you lemonade," and I'm like, she like made us lemonade and stuff while you're on the fucking toilet. So anyways, it got so uncomfortable that one of the things that to help myself to get through this was I was trying to rack your hanging balls with toilet paper.
I remember.
And
You
so,
did all this,
yeah,
correct?
I did all the
You called me all mad. You're like, he's making me do all these fucking things.
I know I didn't.
I don't know if we're going to get fucking paid. What the fuck?
I never got paid for this. Anyways, here's Joey Diaz, Fat Man on Toilet, episode 7.
Still on YouTube?
Yeah, if you Google it, you'll find it. This is edited.
Keep making me stretch and stuff. I'm sorry, no calisthenics. It's over 90 degrees. You understand?
That's right.
I'm in here. You know why I'm in here? And I'm not sweating. I'm living like a doctor in this bathroom. Most people hate that bathroom. I love my bathroom. I'd rather be in here than be in my car driving around at $3.20 a gallon. You understand me? In here. You know what it costs me to be in here?
$3.20.
Air conditioning and hot water for the toilet. I got my TV. I got it all in here. Don't leave the house. You know why? You know why gas prices are high? Because weed prices are low. You see what I'm saying? So you got to compare. You got to know your scale, stud, drug, market. Because if not, see, I don't pay for gas. If you let your... Why are you watching me? Stop it. Shut the door. Disgusting.
All right. And then I guess here's the part. I think this is the episode that I love the most, where I actually... And by the way, the real version did not have the censored version. I think I rack you here.
You know why I love this? Where's my toilet paper? Stop throwing it low. You keep throwing curveballs at me. Throw fastballs. Let me tell you why I love the bathroom. You understand me?
I'm trying to rack you the whole time.
You ever notice there's no traffic in your bathroom? You never sit down and you gotta wait for the next guy to drop it. No, the bathroom, that's how I want life. I'm sick and tired of traffic. I'm 40-something years old. I'm Jewish. I'm not gonna tell you because I'm Cuba. The birth certificate got wet on the rack. I'm not gonna tell you how old I am or whatever. What I'm trying to tell you is traffic sucks. I hate being in it, especially when it's hot, it's over 90 degrees. Stay home. Mind your business. If you don't use the gas, they can't raise the prices. Don't be stupid. Stay smart. Uncle Joey in the bathroom. Out later. Get the hell out of here.
But I guess that wasn't the one. But there's one that
Redban
where I
Productions.
fucking racked you in the balls, and it was so great. I wish I could find it. But yeah, if you Google it, you'll be able to find it. There's one where I just rack it. We're probably going to end this. Randy, what do you got going on? Joey Diaz, go to Joey Diaz, buy his movie,
I love you guys.
Payloads with a Z.com.
Thank you for supporting Ice House Chronicles, Beauty and the Beast, JRE, Randy, all these motherfuckers. Give them love. Who brought the Crown Royal, you party animals?
Oh, that's Pete.
Pizza fucking sandwich.
All right, so Joey Diaz, Payloads.com. Look for his documentary. You have Randy Liedtke. You have the Bone Zone podcast.
Yeah, listen to the Bone
Squad.
Zone. Listen to Breaking the Law with the Door Knockers. It's on iTunes.
Awesome.
It's pretty fun. Yeah.
It's good. I love it.
And it's fun. It's really fun.
Another incredible show next door.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And that's Tony Hinchcliffe, and you can find him on Twitter. It's Tony Hinch, and that's HINCHCLIFFE, Hinchcliffe.
It's all one word. Tony Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe spelled H plus inch, Cliff plus E. That's right. You got it.
It's his little rime he does before he shoots arrows.
Nice to meet you.
And of course, Pete Greenban. Taking over the controls earlier. Thank you very much, Pete. And
No worries,
Pete,
bro.
Pete's got a very funny Twitter. His Twitter handle is PeteeC. That's PeteeC.
That's right. Thanks, bro.
And he also does comedy once in a while at fucking Comedy Store. So if you go to the Comedy Store, you might be able to see him, especially on a Sunday or Monday night, I believe.
That's the one.
Have you been doing it still?
I did it Sunday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And of course, this.
Does that say Negro?
What?
What was
I don't
that?
know what the fuck?
That was racist.
No. So, anyways, I'm Redban, and we have Death Squad T-shirts like I've been wearing all night for sale at deathsquad.tv, and we do these Ice House shows twice a week. This Friday, if you're in town, Los Angeles, we have Doug Benson joining us, Don Barris, which Don Barris usually doesn't do stand-up comedy, and so it's going to be really awesome seeing that. We have Aiko Tanaka. We have
Dom's got a good act.
Oh, Tony's out of town, so he's not joining us. So So we have.
I'm going to be at UC Davis on Friday with Brody Stevens. If you guys are up there,
Yeah.
Justin Martindale,
Can you guess who's replacing you, Tony?
Willie Hunter,
No.
Ben Giaflalo.
Nope.
Randy Liedtke.
Matt Edgar
Randy
is going to
Liedtke.
be replacing Tony.
Wow.
And
So
if you don't
cool.
know Matt Edgar, he's a fucking vampire.
Oh, he's so cool.
And
One of my
he's-
really good friends. We started together. We're both celebrating our 5-year anniversary
Yeah.
of stand-up this month.
Man,
May,
5 years?
May 2007, him and I met on the front patio of the Comedy Store, two complete unknowns signing up at the open mic. We just got done with our first ever cross-country theater tours. Him with a rock and roll band, me with the Roastmaster General Jeff Ross. Our 5-year achievement. Which, by the way, reminds me, this August, Comedy Central, watch The Burn.
Yeah, The Burn, which is
Definitely
a
do
new
that.
show that Tony's in,
Writing on. Maybe
Jeffrey
writing
Ross.
myself on, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
I have
You
a
start
part
doing
for
it.
a really young, funny guy.
Season 2, right?
Yeah.
That's right. But anyways, guys, if you want to come see Friday's show, or if you want to just, if you're ever in town and you want to see a Death Squad show, go to Ice House's website, icehousecomedy.com, and search for Death Squad or Joe Rogan, and hook it up. But anyways, you could always find this web podcast and all the podcasts we do here at Death Squad at deathsquad.tv. Thank you very much for listening, guys.
Drop it like it's hot.